Smoking with Smalls, we smoking it. You are now smoking with Smalls. You are now. Hold up. You are now smoking with Smalls. Come on.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's popping out there in these streets? Welcome to another fine edition of Smoking with Smalls. Todd in the building. What's up, Todd? Shout out to Panda, the #1 toolbox.
Yeah.
Everybody else got a wrench. I got the box, son. What you know about that? Yeah, man. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Your boy out here trying to bring light to this YouTube drama. I found some new unsolicited pictures of Dolly Vision. For those of y'all who don't know, he out here selling his underwear, trying to make some money. You know, he out here selling everything that ain't tied down. So we got an exclusive picture. I found exclusive. As a matter of fact, before I get into this picture, guys, let's get those likes in there right now, real quick. As you come in, smash that like button for the exclusives. Y'all ain't seen a picture of this dude like this. I got some shite. Show you some shite right here. All right, who's ready to see the pictures? Let me see. Let's get some people to acknowledge the fact that they're here. What's up? If you're here, let's see, man. Make a comment. Say something. Put a #1. Do I have to hold the mirror under your nose to see if you're breathing? All right, so I guess it's just gonna be us.
I do see 4 people.
4 people, and I'm one of them. You're one of them. Todd is one of them. So somebody in here is creeping. Who's creeping? I see Todd, Panda. I feel like I'm in Romper Room right now. Got somebody fucking creeping. Uh-oh, that's not good. Today's show, guys, for those of you who don't know, today's show is brought to you by Grease Monkey. That's the type of weed I'm smoking today, Grease Monkey. That's that shit that ooh-wee, have your brain fried, all greasy and whatnot. So it's a nice little indica, keep your brain fried. You know, you got to keep fried. Fried, dyed, and laid to the side. You feel me? Yeah, so I got this exclusive picture, guys. Who's ready to see the exclusive picture? Who's ready to see it?
Ooh, more people popping in.
More people coming in, guys. I see more people coming in. Okay. All right, guys. So I found a picture of Jimmy at his old job before he was out here trying to run these YouTube streets and running people's pockets like a internet super thug and whatnot. But here's what I got for you guys. Ready? My man Dolly selling tissues and purification products. You know about that right there. He said, yo, I got what you need, baby. Yo, I got them gels, squeezes, tubes, jellies. My man will sell your grandma if she ain't tied down tight. You better watch out. Got to do that $2 drive to stay alive. Yeah, what y'all know about that? That's an exclusive picture brought to you by the Panda Parade. You feel me? The Panda Parade. Everybody needs their own Geek Squad, guys. You need to step your game up. If you ain't got a Geek Squad, you need to step your game up. All right, so who all in here, man? I got 6 people in here.
Hi, Peggy.
Oh, Peggy, what's up, Peggy? Yeah, you like that, huh, Peggy? I got that exclusive picture of Jimmy. Nobody has that. Look at that. We show it one more again. It looks like he's on the corner selling everything you need, baby. I got what you need, baby. Baby, I got what you need. My man will sell his mom for a quarter. But you know what? Hey, listen, can't knock the hustle. If that's what it takes for you to make your money, man, do what you do. God forbid you get a real job instead of exploiting all these children that you're fucking exploiting. Oh, Fishing Up a Storm is in the building. What's up, Fishing? Yeah, man. So I figured you guys want to see the exclusive, you know. I try to bring you guys stuff that you don't have in your everyday activities and whatnot, you know. just to make sure you guys are in the loop at all times with what's going on in society today. I just saw a video from a YouTuber named Savage Live Media. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of this person. She does videos about Dolly all the time, and backyard. I mean, Bullhorn Betty. Yeah, she does videos on them all the time. So I figure you guys probably know who she is, and it was basically the people in front of Leilani's house, the protesters, are being interviewed by the news because Dolly's no longer there. See, Dolly has court issues, and he had to go to court, so he was forced to leave for whatever reason, or so he says. And these people are being interviewed, and they don't have anything nice to say about your boy, saying how all he did was sit in a car and get. No, I wasn't gonna cancel again, Peggy. I'm sorry. I've been going through some shit. Panda, for those of you who don't know, Panda broke down in the truck a couple of nights ago, and she was stranded on the side of the road. Damn, I got something in my eye. It is kicking my ass.
Don't let it win.
It's not gonna win. You will not beat me. Well, anyway, Panda got stranded on the side of the road at 12:30 at night when she got out of work, and she caught a blowout. And for those of you who don't know, when you catch a blowout, it's not like you can just put a plug in it and fill it up with air or whatever, because that shit looked like, no lie, it looked like Wolverine took a bite out of that shit. That shit was serious. I wish I had a picture of the tire on my YouTube so I could show it to you guys. This shit was shredded, beyond shredded. And unfortunately, the spare tire in a pickup truck sits underneath the bed, and that one also had a flat. So she was stranded on the side of the road from 12:30 a.m. till 3 p.m. the next day. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but we're in Florida, and the sun is not fat people friendly. Oh, yeah, that was crazy. 60 miles an hour, if you have a blowout, that's your life in the line right there. You better hold on to that steering wheel for dear life. But in a pickup truck, it's even crazier because the back is all fishy. It makes you get all fishtail. You get all fishy and shit. And that's what she lost, was the rear passenger tire. So I can honestly say that it was probably the scariest thing she's ever experienced.
No, it wasn't. The scariest thing I experienced is being in the middle of the night, in the middle of the sea, and only seeing something, but really all
not
I
knowing
see
what
is
it is.
black.
Yeah,
that's the
like that time
thing.
that BJ did the mushrooms on the channel. Remember?
Well, yeah.
Yo, what you staring at? I don't know.
That's
why I'm staring.
No, the truck did a shimmy because I was slowing down acceleration to merge into the left lane, and
Yeah,
that's
that
when I was
tire.
like, "Oh shit!" And I went to the side of the road, and I was there for hours.
Well, Panda was doing about 70 when the tire blew out, and it was the
Yeah.
rear tire as well, in an F-150. And yeah, she was able to pull over to the side of the road and get off the road right quick. But no state troopers, no highway patrol, no fucking good Samaritans. There was none of that shit. She was on the side. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I'm great.
Sensitive mic, remember? She was on the side of the road literally until 3 o'clock the next afternoon, when finally I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Call a tow truck. And let me tell you how this is fucked up. As a female, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how it is as a male, but as a female, you women get exploited so bad. If a tow truck comes to me and tells me it's $80 to hook you up, I want to know, what does that $80 include? How many miles are you going to take me for that $80? You know what I'm saying? In New York, I know that I think it was in Pennsylvania. I ended up with car trouble. They charged me $75 to hook me up, and that $75 included 10 miles. Well, they told her it was $80 to hook her up, and then they charged her another $100 to go 9 fucking miles. Yo, she didn't even exceed double digits. $180 to go 9 miles. It was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it.
Hey, but he had snacks like an Uber.
Yeah, well,
He
I guess
had cold water, and he had like little, those questionable bags of like
the no-name
fish.
chips.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like Cheez-Its, but they kind of look like fish. So
They're called goldfish.
Yeah, no, they weren't goldfish. They were like wheat edition.
The wheat edition of goldfish. The wheat fish. He had wheat fish.
He had. I'm not gonna eat it, or I'd get drugged. Here's more of that.
Phone out. Yeah, she had the same problem.
Mm-hmm.
It was late night, dark, and out here, when it gets dark out here, it's fucking dark. Like it is navy black outside. You can't see your hand in front of your face. And being in Florida, we got wildlife that us New Yorkers ain't used to. Mm-mm. Everything in Florida wants to kill you guys. I don't know if you know this. The mosquitoes out here wear shoulder pads. Like there's roaches that fly. You got alligators. Everything out here in Florida wants to kill you. Everything. Nothing out here is like safe to just look at. You know what I'm saying? Everything out here is just deadly as shit.
Even the stray cats want to take your money.
Yeah. You know it's bad when cat burglars are actually cats. Like that's fucked up, man. That's some bullshit right there. I'm trying to talk and roll this spliff at the same time, and I am not the best multitasker in the world.
But I would have to give props to the construction crew that I happened to occupy their workspace in while being blown out. Because
being blown out? That does not sound good.
I don't give a shit.
You got blown out by construction workers. That's crazy.
But every hour they came, drive by, and
check up on you.
They gave me cold water, so I had like 50,000 cold bottles of water in the truck.
It's like, let's see this chick pee on herself, guys.
Yeah. So props to them.
Yeah, no doubt. Big ups to the guys that helped her out on the side of the road. I appreciate that.
Because they didn't have to.
I was unfortunately stranded because my motorcycle right now, I'm in the process of doing the brakes. So my calipers are hanging off my motorcycle. There's nothing I can do. I haven't even finished it. And as you know, I'm a piehead, so I'm a procrastinator. I do not focus on the things I have to do. Hence why I came on at 11 instead of 10:30, like I said. But, everybody called that. You guys knew what was up. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, wow, Peggy. Colorado? That must have been rough. Was it the summertime or winter?
If it was winter, she wouldn't be talking to us. She'd be dead right now. The only new information I have on Jimmy is that the protesters are being interviewed now that he's not there. And the protesters are complaining about him, saying that he left a lot of trash behind, that he was, all he did was sit in the car all day long and smoke. She said it was summertime.
I see.
He said all he did was stay in the car and get high. And that every time he got there, he smelled like beer and alcohol. And
nothing must be going through this man's mind when he pulls up on a distressed family's property like that.
I mean, that's ridiculous. That's exactly what I was going to say. These people are under enough distress. They have a daughter who's going to jail. Mm-hmm. They have a child who's missing. They're going through enough. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And not just regular trash, like broken glass
bottles and stuff. You leaving trash behind. Like I said earlier on In the Mood, I know there was one day in particular that I was watching his live, and he was telling his, like he always does, crying to the people in the comments, "Oh, I haven't eaten yet. I do this for y'all, and I'm so hungry. I haven't even had a cup of coffee." And of course, the people in his live were trying to be good supporters, and they were sending him like DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff like that. But you got to give them an address for shit like that. So the only address they had was Leilani's house, and now you got 50 fucking DoorDashers coming up to Leilani's house, dropping off food and shit. Like, the people at the house were starting to get upset about it. Like, yo, come on, bro. It's bad enough you guys are camped out in front of our fucking house won't give us the peace and quiet and serenity that we need to deal with the issues that we have. But now you're going to interrupt my day with the doorbell every 5 fucking minutes because Dunkin' Donuts is bringing you coffee. He ended up with so much food like Chick-fil-A and Popeyes and Dunkin' Donuts and all sorts of shit that he was giving it out to the news crews that were there, which is probably how he ended up in good with them, to get information or whatever, to be able to rub noses with them. Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you what, I know for a fact that legitimate news crews do not look upon YouTubers as a news entity. We are not. We are not a news entity at all. One of the people that's always on my channel, CNN, you guys know him as Sir Lancio. I call him my chubby nigga network. That dude is my fact checker. He is the one who makes sure that everything that people talk about is accurate. My man just sits down and listens to CNN and MSNBC, and he knows all his facts. If you question him about anything, he knows everything. And he'll tell you himself. He's like, YouTubers, they talk a good game, but it's all flash and pizzazz. It has nothing to do with the fucking facts. What you're doing on YouTube is you're embellishing the story so that people will come to your channel and make it so that you can monetize your channel. That's all it is. Yeah, YouTubers are not press. Absolutely. Oh, look at that. Peggy said the law was passed in 2021. That's what's up. YouTubers are not press. Absolutely not. In order to have a press pass, yeah, that's crazy. The 50 wings from Hooters,
that's 100. 100 wings.
That's ridiculous, man. What kills me about that is these are people like you and me, and I know if you're anything like me, this pandemic has fucked your pockets up. You are sitting here struggling to pay bills. The price of gas went up. The price of food went up. Everything's going up. Everything. And instead of focusing on your own home, you're trying to help this guy out. He just stopped in to say, no doubt, Neri. Thank you. I appreciate that. Neri Quaker Cherry. We're all right now trying to struggle to keep our head above water. The prices of rent and mortgages are going up. Everything is going up. And instead of people trying to help themselves out and trying to focus on their own homes, they're donating to this guy who is supposedly doing a great justice by bringing us the information that we're looking for. Not for nothing. Any information that we're looking for, we can watch the 10 o'clock news and catch that by people who are trained and professional to do that. Not some guy who's sitting in an Airbnb rolling blunts, talking to his chat, talking about what you guys find out. What'd you guys find out?
Last one on the chat.
Got on Court TV. The other man that was standing next to Dolly on Tybee Island when they were chasing Billy Joe and Leilani, they tried to get away from yeah. I saw some of his interview. Thanks to one of my subscribers sent me like a portion of his interview. He was sitting there gaggling and tripping over his own words, and but I'm not gonna front. What he did was he got himself on an actual TV show and he promoted himself. So I guarantee you he's going to get new followers from this who only see him as a news entity. Now, everybody here knows who he really is. He's just nothing but a 5-foot-tall hobbit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Frodo Baggins. You know what I'm saying?
No,
my precious.
Sleazy.
He's just a dirtball. He's just a sleazy ass dirtball. But now he's got a whole new set of subscribers that don't know him from the Tekashi news and making fun of people and fucking beef with Frost. You got a whole bunch of new people that only know him as Dolly Vision, the guy who goes from site to site helping people out. What did you do to help? Nothing. You did nothing to help. You hindered investigations by putting unfactual news on the internet. You know what I'm saying? It just hey Sugar Plum. So putting a whole bunch of information out there that wasn't even true, all speculation. He did nothing to help this situation. He did nothing. He should, yeah, that's exactly it. He should not even wait. Is retracting the interview because of his criminal history? You mean they didn't do a background check on him before they put him on fucking TV? That's stupid. Because okay, fine, you redacted everything. You redact the interview. You take it out. Guess what? There's still people who saw that shit live. There's still people who saw that shit. That you can't take that shit away from them. It's like when you go to court and you're sitting there arguing your case, and the other attorney goes objection, and the lawyer goes overruled or sustained. And then, you know what? Fine, they sustained it. It's not written in the transcript, but the fucking jury heard what the fuck you had to say. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I don't know, man. But there's been a lot of they're complaining about him over there, and I guarantee you, it's gonna be like that everywhere he goes. Oh, is that who got him on the show? That's crazy. That's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous to me. So now he's using his subscribers to help him build his channel in a different way. See, in the beginning, he was using his subscribers to help build his channel by giving him content. Now he's using his subscribers not only to donate to him, but to help him come up with what they call facts. You know, I need information, guys. I need you guys to get together and do what you can and help find out this and find out that and find out this.
Do my job because I'm a lazy.
Yeah, do my job for me, please. I appreciate it. I'll give you a wrench, a useless thing that I can take out whenever you want. It's crazy. It is what it is. Guys, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to throw the, I'm going to put the link out there. And I will ask my Super Panda to please copy and paste, or to copy it so that she has it on her thingamajiggy.
Of course.
Thank you, thank you. Initial reporter from Court TV, he's trying to chase a good story, couldn't get one in. That's horrible. That is horrible. That's horrible, man. If the dude like, come on, no means no, bro. If you can't get on the show with what you've already done, then why are you gonna sit there and fucking harass the dude? That's horrible, man. That's horrible. Excuse me while I get my mind right.
You're lighting that without the song?
My bad, guys. I haven't done this in a while. I lit it without the song. Hold on.
If you're new on the channel, this is what we do.
Yeah, if you're new on the channel, this is what we do. Whenever I spark up and it's time to smoke, we hit it with this.
Smoking with small, 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 smoking with. Keep smoking it, hey, keep smoking it, 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 keep smoking it.
Ooh, are y'all still smoking it? Y'all ain't smoking it. Y'all need to be smoking it. Well, guys, so that's that. Anybody have anything they want to add to it? Feel free to join the StreamYard. As long as you have a picture or something on your thing, you show your face before you go backstage. I'll put you backstage. If you're new to the channel, I'm not just going to throw you up here without knowing who you are, because this is not troll TV. We don't support that troll. We don't support trolls. As far as the biker, let me tell you what. Oh, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. I'm going to give you guys all wrenches, but I'll take them away as soon as I give them to you, because I don't want you guys doing anything I don't want you to do. Listen, I'm not going to put a gun in your hand if I don't expect you to shoot. If you're on this channel and you got a wrench, you earned it and you deserve it. And as far as the biker's concerned, I heard rumors or something that Bullhorn Betty, Backyard Benny, Blowjob Betty, whatever the fuck her name is talking about that she's going to get 1%ers to come and see Missa. I'm going to tell you what. If it hasn't happened already, it's not going to happen. You guys who have been here for a long time, who know me, know that I'm a biker. I was the president of a club here in Florida, and I was in good with the one percenters, the black and whites out here. And I'm gonna tell you, they don't just listen to civilians. Unless you're an old lady, they got nothing to hear about you. Nothing that you got to say. They're called one percenters for a reason. They don't give a fuck about you or anything else. Some of them do like to fight. I'm not gonna lie. Some of them do like to fight, and they'll fight for whatever reason. But it's very rare for a one percenter to get involved in a civilian beef if they have nothing to do with it. Oh, the biker dude that they harassed. The biker dude that they harassed. I'm surprised Dolly made it out of there with his life. Talking about don't invade my bubble. You got to be fucking kidding me. You tell a biker that, he gonna knock you with his helmet upside your fucking chin. That's like sitting on my bike, bro. Don't get loud with me. Are you kidding me? I weigh 300 pounds. And someone gets loud with me, a 5'5" troll get loud with me, it's the last day he's going to be able to get loud with anybody. He going to be talking with a microphone like this. I will have ripped that nigga's voice tonsils out. You kidding me? He's done off. I would not have it. See, because a biker, all they have is that perception of being tough. And you can't be tough if you got a roach jumping in your face. That takes all the tough right out of you. You don't get very far in life like that. That shit doesn't happen. No one trusts Ed because Mrs. speaks highly of you.
Oh,
that's what's up. Mrs. great too, man.
Thank you.
She's been through a lot. Free to Be has been through a lot. There's a lot of women who have started out on Jams TV or Dolly Vision or whatever the fuck you want to call it. No, okay, I'll explain this real quick, Peggy. I'm glad you said that. There is not a bike group called the One Percenters. The 1% Nation of bikers is started with Harley and Davidsons. The Harley and the two Davidson brothers that created Harley Davidson. They were trying to change the perception of people on motorcycles, because when motorcycles first came out, they made this thing about how only bad people are on motorcycles, bad people like rebels and outlaws and things of that nature. So what they said was, the quote that made this famous was 99% of motorcycle enthusiasts are good law-abiding citizens. So what the other people did was they took that 1%, they made it into a diamond patch that you wear on your vest, and that signifies that you are part of the 1% that is not law-abiding, that you don't give a fuck about the law. That FTW, fuck the world kind of biker, you know what I'm saying? And those are the ones that you get in the 1% clubs. Now, when I say 1% clubs, I mean MCs. MCs are motorcycle clubs. You can have an MC, and then you have an MC 1% club. You have an MC, which is a motorcycle club, you're going to get regular bikers in there. But if you're in a 1% club, say, for instance, the Hells Angels, the Outlaws, the Phantoms, Rebel, what was it? The Black Pistons, the Pagans, Vagos. Those are your 1% clubs. Those are the guys that walk around all dirty because they're on the road all the time, nomads. They don't have a home. They just ride their bikes, and that's what they do. And those are the ones you don't want to fuck with, because to them, going to jail means 3 hots and a cot. They got a roof over their head. They getting free meals. And they don't give a fuck about jail. And I wouldn't mess with them either. I used to go to 1% clubs. As the president of the club that I was in, I used to go to 1% clubs and have to go and show homage to the president of the 1% club. For instance, I go in there with a group of my guys, and we have to go in there real humble, like, real humble. Like, put your head down, buy the president a beer. Hey, man, nice to see you. We come here to show support. You buy beers off of their bar to donate money to them. Sometimes they'll charge you a couple of dollars to get into their clubhouse. depending on who they are, things of that nature. But 1%, they don't fuck around, man. When I had my surgery, I was still the president of the club that I was the president of. And you see, you guys, I don't mention the club because I'm no longer with that club, and mentioning them would be like disrespectful. So I don't mention their name. Although there's no bad blood, I just don't mention them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm no longer a part of them, so I don't want anything that I do to be associated with that club. Now, with that being said, I come out of surgery, I'm fucked up. I had spinal surgery. I couldn't walk. I was literally walking with a walker, and they had one of those mandatory meetings that we had to go to. And because I was the president, I had to go. And instead of getting on my bike, I got in a pickup truck with my vice president, and they helped me. They literally carried me out of the truck into the meeting, had a couple of beers, the presidents were buying me beers. The president of an outlaw club, a 1% club, actually took one of his prospects and was like, stand next to this man and don't let him get up for anything. If he needs for anything, you better do what the fuck he tells you to do. You're his prospect now. So I had a 1% prospect fucking going to get my beers and throwing out my trash and bringing me ashtrays so I could smoke my shit. You know what I mean? Like, and it was cool as hell. And then I thought about it, like, that dude was just emasculated by being told he has to fucking be my slave, and I'm not even in the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so bad. I felt so bad for the dude. But that's just the way it is. That lifestyle is very, very different than civilian lifestyle. Like, you guys do not even know. And that brotherhood shit, that shit is real. I remember I was at Cape Coral Bike Night in Cape Coral, Florida. And I was just standing on the corner with a couple of guys from another club, a Latin American club. And we were all sitting there bullshitting and having fun, having a couple of drinks. And my next door neighbor, who happened to be a biker who had a Harley, rolled up on me, like snuck up on me, and used his front wheel to bump my leg. And when those other guys saw that shit, they fucking spazzed, yo. I had to hold them back. Like, no, chill. I know him. Yo, there was knives, guns. It was quick. And mind you, I'm from the fucking Bronx. I know when shit's about to pop off. This shit popped off faster than I've ever seen anything pop off in my life. And they were so on point. Yo, what the fuck are you doing? Yo, Smalls, you know this guy? Yo, it was crazy. I saved that dude's life that night. And I think I taught him a lesson. Yeah, I can't believe she had the balls to mention him either, man. That's, knowing that she's from Florida, and in Florida, that shit is serious. That shit is serious. What made you say outlaws, Peggy? Florida is run by the outlaws. Florida is an outlaw state. It's black and white. They call it black and white. If the Hells Angels run the state, then it would be called red and white. Your state would be called red and white. Well, Florida is a black and white state. And when I say black and white, I mean the only clubs that are allowed to exist out here that are 1% clubs are black and white clubs, like the Phantoms, the Black Pistons, things of that nature. It's crazy, man. Yeah, that brotherhood stuff is serious, man. I'll tell you what, I have two actual brothers, and I love them with all my heart, both of them. Love them with all my heart. Actual brothers. And I had a brother in the club pass away, and I cried for that man like he was my brother. And I only knew him for 3 years. But I cried for that man, and I still cry for him like he was my brother. The bike that I ride was his bike, and the only reason I still have it is because it was his bike. Because I would have sold it a long time ago. It's a Yamaha. I want a Harley. I want a fat boy. I'm a fat boy. I deserve to be on a fat boy, But
okay,
don't be hating.
Just throwing it out there.
Don't be hating. But because it was my brother's bike, I refuse to sell it. The day that I get rid of it, if I decide to get rid of it, yeah, the 1%ers are like outlaws. Well, there is a club out here called Outlaws, and they are a 1% club. They are definitely outlaws. That is a great. That's a great name. Description of what they are. 1%ers are outlaws. They don't believe in following the rules. They believe that rules were meant to be broken. There's no such thing as speed limits. I'm sorry, babe. Oh, you like that? She actually wrote in the comments, "Puff puff pass," because I forgot I was smoking.
But it also says join in the convo. Click here to join. If you'd like to continue the conversation of how a sleazy dirtball of a rat this dude is, do it. Because he's backing people up there, mush. Like, why would you huff and puff and say something that could potentially endanger your own life?
I'll tell you what.
A great stupidity right
there. I can't wait. I can't wait till the one day that he steps to the wrong person. Like, I mean, if you look at me, I wear glasses. I kind of dress like a nerd when I'm outside. Like, I wear khakis if I have to. Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I've done my dirt. I'm 46 years old. I'm retired. I've done my dirt. You ain't gonna catch me outside wearing fucking Timberlands and hoodies and shit. I mean, well, you might catch me outside wearing Timberlands and hoodies. But normally I put on a polo shirt. And on that day that I decide to put on a polo shirt, if someone of his stature was to come and try and step to me, that would be the biggest fucking mistake he made in his life. I would choke slam that dude. You crazy? I got sneakers that weigh more than him in better shape. You fucking kidding me? Fuck that dude and all he stands for. And the way that he exploits these children and exploits women and blackmails people. Listen, if you're going to live dirty, live dirty. I'm not telling you don't do what you do. But don't publicize that shit and then try and lie about it. Be a man. Be a man. You want to live that lifestyle, then be that lifestyle, bro. Wake up that lifestyle. Wake up that lifestyle. Go to sleep that lifestyle. Don't try and switch it up because you got your fucking keyboard cowboy on and you're out here perpetrating like you something else. I knew he was a phony when he was doing Jimmy Jams and he was coming out wearing fucking bandanas on his neck. The nigga looked like a fucking chihuahua. You ever seen the chihuahuas in those dog commercials that put the fucking bandanas in?
Like, you know, first glance that there's something wrong with that thing.
Yeah, something ain't right. Like, that shit needs a couple of chromosomes to the left or something.
If it shakes its head left to right, do you hear a rattle? Like,
I remember one night he went live from a bar and he was like trying to holler at this chick at the bar and she laughed at him on his live. Oh, that shit was so funny, yo. Oh my God. That was so funny. Yeah, he's a funny dude. He's a funny dude. What? He did not say that.
What?
Why can't a kid go missing in Hawaii? Wow. First of all, because in Hawaii they're Samoans. They watch each other. See, they believe like the way where I grew up, it takes a village to raise a child. Everybody thinks that my neighborhood was so dangerous because I lived in the projects in New York. Trust me, you couldn't do jack shit in that projects without your parents finding out about it. There was a bunch of snitches in that project, and they all went to your mom. Ooh, I saw your son smoking a blunt next to the church. Ooh, your son was cutting school to play handball. Motherfucking snitches. And then my mom got the nerve to tell me, a little bird told me, man, fuck those birds, yo.
Ooh, guess who
got me hating birds.
Queued up.
Uh-oh. Let's see. We got Todd in the building.
What's up?
What you got to tell me, darkness?
I'm chilling.
Look at all of those different tinted colored lights on your face.
Keeping a low profile, you know?
He's in low profile. Yo, man, let me tell you something. That's fucked up. If he really did that when he got to Savannah and the first thing he said is, why can't a kid go missing in Hawaii? That's fucked up. He needs to get slapped for that. That's some bullshit. He acts like he don't got children. I know for a fact he has at least one daughter.
Who?
Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
I know for a fact that, oh, you thought I was talking about you, Todd? I ain't scared of you either, Chunky. I go over there and poke you right in your dimples.
Why ain't doing sit there and smoke?
Todd be swearing he a thug with dimples. You can't be a thug with dimples, nigga.
Oh shit! Hi, nice to meet you.
You can't even smile at somebody if you got dimples. If you're a thug, you lose all that anger. Like, yo, son, you got my money. You smile, and all you hear is
Right?
crack a smile, and that Pillsbury Doughboy. Oh man, nah, Todd's the shit. I seen him almost kill a Domino's pizza guy who came wearing Timberlands and sweatpants one day
For real.
because his shit was. He said, "Yo, why my shit? Yo, hold on, son. Yo, hold on." Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit, turn off the live quick. We're all witnesses." Yeah, that shit was funny.
I forgot about that.
Oh wait, no, that's right. Oh wait.
Oh my God.
Hold that. I forgot.
We need
Todd is the reason why we came up with this. Todd, did that really happen?
Allegedly, I don't know.
Whenever Todd tells a story, we gotta flash that. and then Lance CNN, he'd be like, facts. Yes, you gotta be prepared for these situations, guys. You gotta be prepared. The more I fuck around with this StreamYard shit, the more I enjoy it, man. It's fun. I really do enjoy it, man. I really do.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I see that he got backlash
Who?
for saying that stuff.
Oh, did he really?
Okay.
That's good. That's good. Todd, why are you so red back there, bro? You bleeding?
Oh.
You know I got a lot of blood and Crip friends. You better hope S Dot don't come. You know S Dot is a Crip. You better lower your colors. You better put your face down and lower your colors when that boy come through. You know he a big boy.
And here I look for you.
I like the color red.
Nah, Panda likes the color red too. Nah, they listen. The only way that a 1% club or any 1% would back up Bullhorn Betty is if she's related to one of them or she's an old lady of one of them.
Mhm.
Other than that, they should not. They should not because it has nothing to do with them. 1%ers only deal with 1%ers, and believe me, they're not cop callers. They're not going to call the cops. They will do what they need to do and walk away. And they don't give a fuck about being quiet about it either. They'll roll up on you 50 deep on motorcycles, Harleys, and walk up to you and have one person just walk up to you, punch you in the face, and then walk away. Get back on their bike. They don't give a fuck, bro. They tight, man. It's a very serious situation. Very serious situation. I don't think that she has that kind of pull. I don't know anything about her though. So I mean, I don't know anything about her. I mean, I only know what I see on the internet, and I believe that about as much as I see, as much as I, can throw somebody because that shit is bullshit.
What you
They
smoking
steady lying.
on? What was that you're smoking on?
I got some grease monkey and I got some mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I'm about to get some. What was it he said? Apple banana. I
Yeah.
know there's some apple banana in the area, and I might be going to. We got some purple punch around here somewhere too. Purple sticky punch. We got a little bit of everything.
Been smoking my card, bro.
I'm a connoisseur. I know you be all about that crack. I can tell by how skinny your eyebrows are.
Get out with it.
Todd, no one in this world could look at you and claim that you're a crackhead. No one.
I know.
No one. Your pictures probably weigh 30 pounds. Oh man, that's funny. Is it Adria or Adria? Adria?
You could click on the thing to show to the viewers.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Y'all can.
For the ones
My
that
bad.
missed out and didn't come in.
Both of them and Dolly lied about how the police chief was agencies are doing anything on the weekends looking. Yeah, I did see that too. I did see that. that they were saying that the cops ain't doing shit on the weekends, going to play golf or whatever, or softball or whatever the fuck they were doing. Yeah, that kid is gonna get himself in some shit. Adria, or the second time you're pronouncing it, because I know Adria. I had a friend in school named Adria, and she was like Czechoslovakian or something like that, Ukrainian. She was some kind of European that has Z's and R's in their words. And Adria is, I knew somebody named Adria too. That's one of those unisex names, or at least that's what I was told.
Very interesting.
Venice Beach and would wear red bandanas, and my friends would say, "Hell yes, hell yes, Peggy." I went to San Diego, 4 years ago or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 years ago.
No,
like 4 years ago, like under 4 years ago, I went to San Diego for 2 weeks, and I purposely, because being from New York, I don't know if you know the whole rap beef, East and West Coast and shit, but being from New York, I do not like the West Coast. I don't like Snoop. I don't like Ice Cube. Not as people. I'm talking about their music. I don't fuck with that singing shit. That's what that is to me. And I went out there, and it was right around Biggie's birthday, and I bought a Brooklyn Dodgers cap, a blue. As a matter of fact, it's around here somewhere. There it is right there, babe. Grab it right under my Mets cap.
Right.
This is a Brooklyn Dodgers cap. Okay? It's blue, and it has the B on it. It looks like the B from Boston. And I put this mug on, and I walked around the streets of San Diego, and some little Mexican dude came up to me. He was like, "Hey, Ese, you're not from here, right?" I was like, "Nah." He goes, you can't be wearing that." I was like, "I can't be wearing what?" First of all, you're 3 feet tall, brother. You better stand tall when you talk to me. You got to stop that shit. And he was like, "No, for real, bro. I'm trying to save your life. There's Bloods on this block, and there's Crips on this block. And that hat has a B on it, so the Bloods is going to think you're supporting them. And it's blue, and the Crips are, yeah, that should confuse people. I confuse people with a Brooklyn Dodgers hat." I was like, "Yeah, that's right. I'll come out here wearing clear one day, just saran wrap my body and come out like, fuck with my colors then, son." I don't give a fuck.
Oh, goodness.
The day I'll allow someone to tell me what color I can wear is the day I lose who I am as a person. That's just it. Nobody knows if that's true or not. She's friends with that dude from Court TV. She's always trying to claim that she's friends with famous people. And a lot of times it's, okay. I hear that shit. I know a lot of famous people, but I got the pictures to prove it. I got pictures. I can make phone calls. Like, fuck around. One of the videos I just recently put. Yeah, it's true. Snoop is the biggest Crip. Snoop is a super Crip. That's an OG Crip right there. He's a Crip back when Tukey Watson was just starting the Crips. Snoop is a Crip. Supposedly Tupac was a Crip too. I don't know how true that is, but supposedly Tupac was a Crip, and then he joined Death Row, and Death Row was all Bloods, and that was crazy confusing too, right there. Yeah, right. No one knows if it's true, Adria. No one knows. It's just you got to roll the dice nowadays. When I was young, and I'm talking about like 14, 15, 16 years old, and I was looking up to the older dudes in my neighborhood, the dudes I looked up to was the dudes that was honest. They'll come up to you right to your face and tell you, "Yo, I got a problem with you because of this, that, and the other." Boom. Problem solved. You know why you have a problem with the person. You know you got a problem with the person. Now you know you got to watch your back. Nowadays, It ain't like that. Motherfuckers just bitches, and they want to creep and do stupid shit. Yeah, Crip colors are blue. Crip colors are blue. That's why me and Panda are kind of... Panda grew up in a neighborhood where red was the color. And I was the president of a motorcycle club, and our color was blue. So when she moved in with me, everything in my house was blue. And she's like, "What the fuck?" My blankets were blue. My clothes that I wore nothing but blue and white all the time. Even my friends back home in New York used to be like, yo, what that blue be like, dog? Yeah, it was too much.
It was funny.
Even
and
Todd
awkward.
tested me a couple of times, asking me about what that blue be like, right, Todd?
Yeah, I don't do that blue.
It was funny though, bringing my boxes and then I take out red shirt,
Oh yeah, and then Panda
red
moves in with me.
pants,
Then
red
Panda moves in with
bandana,
me. This is the craziest
red
shit.
hoodie.
She's pulling out the boxes and
Shoes.
she's opening up the boxes and she pulls out a pair of red and white Nikes. And I was like, oh, okay, those are cute. Then she pulls out a red Dr. Pepper shirt. I'm like, okay. Then a red Coca-Cola shirt. I'm like, okay. Then red pajama pants. And I'm like, yo, there's a
I
lot
can
of
see where
red
that's
in
going.
this
You know
box.
what I'm saying?
Everything in her fucking box was red. I was like, yo,
Red,
go to another
white,
box.
red,
Go to another
black,
box. I was like, go through everything. Yo, she went, everything in her shit
crimson
was red.
light red.
So now in my house, we rock purple. We blend those colors together, and that's what we got. Mm. Yo, Peggy, not Peggy, Neri. The problem with people who lie all the time is you never know when they're telling the truth, and that's like that whole Jack Sparrow thing. Jack Sparrow will tell you his plan right to your face, and you'll be like, "There's no way he's gonna do that," and then he fucking does it exactly how he said he was gonna do it. Well, I thought he was lying. Why? Because he told you. That's you. He's an honest man. It's not his fault. You don't believe him. I've never met a person that told me the truth that I didn't like. I'd rather you tell me my breath stinks. Don't just fucking let it go, because then I'm gonna go to the next person and my breath's gonna stink for them. Be my friend. Tell me the fucking truth, yo. You see, I'm not afraid to talk about Todd's dimples because we're friends. So look, so what does he do? Look at the camera and smile so they can see how prominent they are. Go ahead, show them dimples. Go ahead. Show them. My boy. Oh, Todd, that's too much. Come back. I'm sorry. I won't talk about the
I'm
dimples
still here.
anymore.
You can't see me.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, hallucinations. I hear a voice.
But I don't see him.
So spooky.
Yeah, man. So if anybody has anything they want to join to the conversation, add to the conversation, feel free. I mean, I'm still reading the chat, sort of, kind of. Panda's the one really doing the chat thing. I'm not really good at focusing on two things at once. I'm a piehead. I can't roll and spark at the same time.
Why?
Yeah, you know what? That's true, Peggy. They both do that. They both tell the truth when they're joking. You know why? Because no one believes them when they're joking. You know what's the bad part? Is me being a comedian, I'm always cracking jokes and always in a good mood. No one ever knows when I'm serious. And there's nothing more frustrating in this world than trying to be serious with someone and they're fucking laughing in your face. Right, Panda? Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather hear the truth. Yeah, no doubt. I would rather hear the truth, for real. Don't hurt my feelings, man. That tells me you care. I'd rather you tell me the truth, man. It is what it is. I know I'm fat. No one needs to tell me. I have mirrors. They don't lie. Right, Todd?
What? What'd you say?
You're not even paying attention.
I was looking
Don't
at
fall
something.
asleep. Don't fall. Yeah, I bet you was looking at something. I heard the squishy noises. You getting squishy over there?
No, don't. Don't make it weird.
Ouch. Wisdom teeth. Hey, listen, Adria, I'm sorry. I know what that's like. I had a tooth removed once, and they gave me that fucking laughing gas spray. Oh my God. I wish I could have recorded that. That shit would have went viral, man. I was crazy. You should have seen me after I had my surgery. After I had my surgery, they gave me morphine. And morphine does things to me that normal things don't do to me. And Panda said I was hoarding paper because I do graffiti. And the nurses, I was like bored in the room. I couldn't move. They wouldn't let me get up. They put a catheter in me so I wouldn't walk. They were scared I was going to fall. So all I had to do was sit in the fucking bed all day long. And when I got motion of my arms, the first thing I wanted to do was draw. So I was asking them for paper, and they gave me like a little stack of computer paper and a pencil. And when Panda came, I was like, yo, take this paper home. We're running out of paper. She said that it made it seem like it was the end of the world and paper was going extinct, and I was hoarding it like Waterworld. Yo, I'm gonna have that paper on deck, son. You need that? I got it by the ream. I hurt my back in a head-on collision with a minivan. I hit a minivan, driver's side to driver's side, light to light, literally, head on. I was in a Volkswagen Golf, a 2004 Volkswagen Golf, and I hit 2002 Dodge Caravan, head on, 65 miles an hour. I was doing 45, and the guy was doing like 70. And they said that when we contacted, we were at the equivalent of hitting a wall at 65 miles an hour. And that was in 2013. And I dealt with the pain and dealt with the pain and dealt with the pain, working my jobs at Home Depot. I was working at Home Depot at the time and doing all that stuff. And I was hurt, man. I was hurt and still going to work every day, popping fucking pain pills, smoking my ass off. Yo, when the cops came and they saw my car looked like a marshmallow. It was crazy. All the airbags went off. So it was like a marshmallow. You ever seen Demolition Man when he crashed the cop car and the foam opened up? That's what the inside of my car looked like. It was just all white. And I got out of the car and I saw that there was a kid in the other car in the minivan. And the guy that was driving was the kid's uncle. And the mother and the kid were going, I guess, to a doctor's appointment or something. And the mother got out of the car and she was fine. The kid was in the car seat. The kid was fine. But when the ambulance and the cops came, I was like, go check the other car. I'm fine. Go check the other car. I'm fine. And they went, they checked the other car. When the cops came, the cop came up to me because I was standing on the driver's side of my car. The door was open and I was just looking in the car. And the cop comes up to me. He's like, yo, man, did you see the person that was driving this car? I was like, yeah. He goes, was he really fucked up? And I was like, nah. And he goes, yo, man, this shit looks serious. And I was like, yeah. And then after about 5 minutes of talking to the cop goes, so can you describe the guy that was driving the car? I was like, yeah, it was me. And he's like, he looks at me up and down and he's like, the fuck you mean it was? I didn't have no marks on my face. The airbag went off and I didn't have my glasses on. So I didn't break nothing on my face. I had no red marks or nothing. The only thing is I have asthma and the powder of the airbag went off. And it was, I live in Florida, so I had the windows closed. So all that powder went through my air conditioning vents and came back and hit me in the face. So I kind of started having an asthma attack. But other than that, I had the angels with me that day. No injuries at all. Well, except for the 2 herniated discs. I had a herniated disc in my L4 and L5, and apparently my neck, which is where the real damage was. So when I went to the hospital when I went to the hospital I think it was 2020, I went to the hospital because I had a slip and fall in front of my house. And I hit my arm against the floor, like a flower pot that I had, and it left me a really bad bruise on my arm. And I said, oh shit, maybe I broke my arm. I don't really feel pain. Like I got tattoos and stuff, so pain doesn't really bother me like that. And I figured, man, maybe I got a hairline fracture. Let me go get this checked out. So, well, I didn't say that. I said, fuck the hospital. And Panda and my daughter, Mariah, were the ones that were like, yo, you need to go to the hospital and get that shit checked out. That bruise is getting worse and worse and worse. Well, I went to the hospital. They did an x-ray on my arm, and they saw that it was fine. It was just internal bruising. So I said, okay, cool. But when I went to leave, the doctor goes, hey, you're walking kind of funny. Do you feel pain in your back? And I said, yeah, I got pain in my back, and my left leg is a little bit tingly. I figured that's because I'm fat. And he's like, no, I don't think so. He set me up for an MRI. 2.5 hours later, I was being rushed into the emergency room for emergency surgery because my C2, C3, C4, and C5 needed to be fused. They said that the ligaments were so torn up in my neck that if I would have sneezed hard, I could have ended up a quadriplegic. That's how serious it was. I didn't know it was that serious, and honestly, I still to this day I think he might have embellished that shit. But everybody that looks at my MRI says that it was crazy how damaged they were. So I'm not a professional. I don't know what that shit looks like. It just looks like bones to me. But they said that it was really bad, and they rushed me into surgery. When I came out of surgery, I remember waking up in a bed, and I couldn't move my arms or my legs, and I started crying because I thought I was paralyzed. I was like, oh my God, I'm done. I'm done. I'm never going to be able to do anything ever again. And this was literally at the height of my comedy career. I had just performed with Paul Rodriguez. I was just getting my name out there. I was starting to tour. Like I was just getting my name out there, man. And I spent that shit, let me see. I went to rehab, to physical therapy, and they told me it was going to take a month for me to take my first couple of steps. And that pissed me off. So within a week, I was going to the bathroom by myself, and they got pissed off and they kicked me out. They kicked me out of rehab. And then I got home, and then I had a physical therapist coming to my house. I was T-boned by an 80-year-old at 75 miles an hour. Centrifugal force threw me out and dislodged my seatbelt. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And you know what's crazy? If you got T-boned, that jerking motion could really fuck up your sciatica. You could end up all fucked up. That is crazy. That is crazy. I mean, with my accident, I saw it kind of happening. So I was able to slam on the brake, but I can't imagine not knowing, and all of a sudden, boom. Like, you ever seen the video of the kid on TikTok that he's singing in his car, and then all of a sudden the car flips upside down, and you see everything in the car fucking all over the place? I can't imagine that. That's craziness right there. God bless you. That's amazing. Adrian, you're blessed. That's crazy.
That just shows how strong you are.
Me getting thrown out of the car actually saved my life. I don't know. They want me to get fusion in my neck and lower back, so I'm afraid that it will cripple me. You know what? I was afraid too. Let me tell you what's going to happen here.
Hey,
if you are dealing with,
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Gotta handle something real quick.
All right, do your thing, man. If you are dealing with life as it is right now and you don't feel any pain, then you're fine. But if you feel pain and you feel that this surgery is going to help you, I mean, if you have limited mobility or you have tingling on your extremities and you don't have feeling in your extremities, then I suggest you do the surgery. The guy that did my surgery was actually a biker as well, so he knew me. And let me explain a little bit. It's a long story, but I ended up going to the hospital in my area, and everyone there knew me, sort of kind of for the comedy thing. But there was a nurse in there who was a female rider of a club that was in that area, and she knew me as Smalls the biker, not Smalls the comedian. So when she saw me in there right after my surgery, she freaked the fuck out. And being that she was like a high-ranking nurse, I never had to wait for my medication. Right, babe? Everything was taken care of. Like, I had my own personal, like, link to the hospital. If I needed drugs, like pills, anything, and there was no questions asked. So I found out later on that the guy who did my surgery is also a biker from a club who just so happens to be a neurological surgeon. See, it's crazy. You live two lives and shit. And me and the guy ended up speaking after the surgery, like I think it was a month later, where I had some time to recover. And he actually told me, he's like, yo, man, I'm surprised and I'm happy that you're making the progress that you're making. But don't push yourself too hard, because it's very easy to push yourself to the point of no return. I will never be able to have feeling in my left hand again because of the surgery. You know, the neuropathy in my neck was so deteriorated, the nerves, that the best that they can do was give me movement. So my whole left side, I have no feeling at all. But if Adria, if they catch yours in time and you don't do more damage to yourself as the years go on, it is very possible that you can return to a normal life. Because this guy was not only a biker and a neurological surgeon, but he also had the same surgery done to himself. And he was just fine. Still rides his motorcycle, still walks around just fine. He doesn't walk with a limp. I have to walk with a cane. I'm not supposed to be riding my motorcycle because I don't have feeling on my left side. And the left side is where you clutch and change gears. So it's technically not safe for me to ride a motorcycle. But I'd rather die living than live dying. You feel me? I don't want to live in a cocoon the rest of my life like a bubble boy and not experience life, because what kind of living are you doing then? I'm blessed enough where I'm 46 years old. I was forced into early retirement because of this, and I refuse to lock myself in a house and not move. I was just in the height of my comedy career. I would love to get back to doing that. I was just in the middle, enjoying my motorcycle rides and stuff like that, and I would love to get back to doing that. So now my progress, when I went, my last physical therapist that I went to, and I see your comment, I'll get to it in a second. He told me, look, I've taken you as far as you can go. Unfortunately, you have full movement, but you can no longer feel your hand. So, for instance, if I hold a cup in this hand, I know it's there because I'm looking at it. But if I turn my head and I forget that cup is there, that cup is on the fucking floor. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll over squeeze and break the cup, and which has happened to me a few times. And it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. But I would suggest, if you can get it before you get to that point, do the surgery and let them try and fix whatever's wrong with you, because it is not a good look to not have feeling in your hands or your legs. I hate having to walk with a cane. I hate that I'm a trip and fall hazard. Can I borrow those pillows right there? I hate that I'm a trip and fall hazard. I hate that, I have to go to the supermarket and get on one of those little buggies. I used to get on one of those little buggies to have fun and ride around. I used to roll up to old people and be like, what's up, bro? You want to race? And now I'm the old guy. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. Your family practitioner was a biker too. He passed away from pancreatic cancer. I'm sorry to hear that. I literally cried when he died because my uncle is one that found him, thus biker doctor for me. Oh, that's sad, man.
I do like to add something towards that whole that surgery is nonetheless a life-changing surgery. And I would advise, before making any major decision, to do your research, know your knowledge, not only learn what the surgery is and what they're going to do to your body, but also learn
what's going to happen afterwards. What happens afterwards? How long is physical therapy?
I was also going to add, learn your doctorate, like who's the surgeon? How long has he been practicing?
Yeah, what's his success rate? Yeah, absolutely.
Just
I didn't have a choice. I'm telling you, I was taken out of the MRI machine, and they told me, okay, we're going to keep you in a room. And they put me in a room, and that was at 7 o'clock in the morning. And by 7:30, 7:45, they were already, I was in the elevator, and they were putting IVs on me in the elevator. Have you ever seen that? I've never seen anything like that. They do that. They usually do that shit in the room. They were in the fucking elevator, hooking me up to shit, explaining to me. I was like, I'm only here for a consult. What are you guys doing? No, you're going into surgery. I was like, no, I'm not. My mom's not here. My girl's not here. No, I'm not going nowhere. They were like, you don't have a choice.
I went to the bathroom after the examination room that he was in. They said, okay, we're going to take him to testing. We'll bring him back. I was like, all right, I'm going to use the bathroom. I come back, and there's a nurse wrapping up the bed saying, oh, he's moving to in-house. Here's the new room number. And I'm like, what? Why? oh, the nurse up there will explain everything. Huh? It was that fast.
Yeah, it was really really fast. And Peggy, to answer your question, I did not get the surgery on my lower back. I'm actually still looking into that one because I do have a lot of pain in my lower back because of the injury. But if I already have the neuropathy that I have in my left side, where the nerves are not getting the feelers to my left side, I'm afraid that if they cut me open in the bottom, they're gonna ruin what little bit I have, and I might end up with no motion at all. So I'm at the point where I would rather deal with the pain and be able to know for sure that I can still move my body and stuff than get the surgery and end up, God forbid, a paraplegic or, not a quadriplegic because it'd be below my waist, but a paraplegic. And that's not a good look. I can't. I'm already fat and circular shaped. I don't want people making jokes about rolling me around places.
I mean, you could be Officer Swanson on Halloween.
I could do that, Joe Swanson.
Yeah.
I could do that. The Tick. Yeah, surgery should be the last resort unless it's necessary. Like, I'm gonna tell you what, my situation, it was necessary. It sounds like Adria might have the same kind of situation. Drop things. Yeah, see that, dropping things out of your hand, not being able to feel your feet sometimes, feeling like you got swelling on one side. Adria, you ever put on your shoes and one shoe feels tighter than the other, and then you loosen it, and then it feels tight again? That's your feet swelling because of the neuropathy. Surgery can fix that. I would suggest going to speak to a specialist, a neurological specialist, and get a little feedback. And don't be afraid to read up on shit. That's very important. Very, very important. That you need to know what's happening. I didn't have time to do all that stuff, but I guarantee you that while I was under, Panda was getting all that information. Because as you guys know, she is the super wrench. She knows, she does everything for me. If it wasn't for Panda, I would not have this channel. If it wasn't for Panda, half of my comedy wouldn't be what it is. She does everything, man. She's the best. I used to have a joke with her saying that she was the best personal assistant I ever had in my life. But I definitely think she's moved up to management by now. You're the best manager I ever had.
No comment.
I guarantee when this live goes off, if anything happens to me, it was Panda that did it. Panda. Wait, what's the thing on TikTok?
Stop. People take that seriously.
No. Don't take that seriously, guys. Please don't send me like edible arrangements. I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. I swear. Wait. I swear.
Right.
No. She's the best, man. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without her. I swear. Everything that I do is because of her, and I appreciate that. Really do. And I appreciate y'all, man. I've been here, an hour and almost 15 minutes just talking to myself. I love it.
Not to yourself, to 8 people.
Well, to me, they all look like me.
8 people, which
Look,
that means...
If I'm next to my... Look, watch me make this big. Look, it's me. I'm talking to me.
6 people haven't hit that like button.
Damn. See, y'all not liking my shit?
6
Yo, how am I
you.
going to get famous if y'all don't like my shit? How am I going to go viral? I promise, guys, I'll bring you with me. I swear. Everyone who's a part of me being viral will come with me when I get to the promised land. I promise you. St. Peter's going to open the book and say, oh, Adria, yeah, you were there. I got you. Boom. Oh, Todd? I don't know. You got dimples. You might have to wait a little while. We're standing room only for Todd. Nah, man. You guys are the best, man. I appreciate it. And I meant to go live before. I'm sorry I haven't been, but like I said, I'm having some issues financially with this tire that blew out. It cost me $300 to get her home that night. And
next day.
Right. My bad. The next day.
I'm sorry. He only had next day shipping available.
Yeah, I don't have Prime.
He didn't select the overnight one.
I know, that was my fault. I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean to be cheap with it. I shouldn't have been so cheap with it.
Next time. send droids.
Nah, yeah, my Todd was listening to me. I'm sorry, Todd. I couldn't help myself. I tell you what, man. Between that, in like literally a week, I spent $500 I didn't expect to spend because I spent the $200 for the StreamYard to get this going, and then I spent this. And what made it worse was the new Call of Duty's coming out, and I gotta have that. I can't be me without playing Call of Duty. So I had to get that. And of course, I play PlayStation, and little Miss Prissy Pants over here has a fucking Xbox. So I can't get one copy. I got to get two. There goes that. So that's me right there. In a nutshell, I'm kind of fucked right now. But it is what it is.
To translate,
I'm going to start selling my Dolly soaps and my merch. My merch is going to be like, cancel culture, do your job.
Wait a minute. I have an idea. We could show the viewers, the 6 of you that haven't hit that like yet, an exclusive picture.
Oh yeah.
For those who didn't see it earlier that are on here.
Oh no, you good, Adrian, you good. I have faith. It's no big deal. But did you guys see the new picture of Dolly that came out? I got an exclusive picture. Check this shit out. Boom. He said he got them pills, jellies, squishies, condoms, everything you need for contraception that he doesn't use. He got, look, Purell, toilet paper.
In front of a distressed woman coming to your neighborhood now.
Coming to your neighborhood now. Don't have an emergency in your neighborhood because he'll be out there selling toilet paper and soaps and Purell. That boy will sell anything. 6 months later, yo, you think that's bad? How about this shit? When Wish first came out, I thought it was the shit. I was like, yo, look at this. They got fucking GoPro cameras for $17. I was like, yo, this is dope. So I ordered a GoPro camera for $17, right? That shit took so long to come to my house, I forgot I ordered it. And I was like, who the fuck sent me a camera? Yo, I was bugging out. I was like, holy shit. Somebody sent me. Yeah, he does look like a flasher. That was his inner creep coming out. Damn, now that I think about it, he does have an inner creep coming out.
He is an inner creep trying to come out.
Honestly, I don't think his closet has hinges.
That is like the biggest cockroach I've ever seen in the entire earth.
Yeah, it sounds like your son and you. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, man. I've got some. I got some great shit. That picture was brought to you by Panda and her editing ability. She found a picture during the pandemic of a guy selling toilet paper and Purell, and she took Dolly's face and put it on top, and this shit looked like it fit perfect, yeah. If you look at it, it looks like a real picture. I was like, holy shit, where'd you get this?
I
Look
could
at
have
that.
done better, but
The irony is, she did that shit on her fucking phone. She didn't even do that shit on a computer. She did that shit on her fucking phone.
I was bored, and he sucks.
And for those of you who don't know, I met Panda at my job. She was my boss. And he calls himself a freak. That's so did Rick James. We know where that led to.
Yeah.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. He made songs with Eddie Murphy. He had a thing with women's feet and shit. But what was I saying? I met Panda. She was my boss when I met her. And we did tech support for a company. I can't mention the company's name, but we did security tech support. So I worked on security systems, cameras, DVRs.
I got you there.
Remote viewing, closed circuit TV. I can get into any security system that I want to. But
who handed you the keys?
I am no longer the IT guy. I am now the talent. So when it comes to this computer shit, I leave it in Panda's hands. the very capable hands of the panda. Panda paw approved. And she's very good at what she does. That she did that picture on her fucking phone, man, and it took her like 3 minutes. It was hilarious. And it's funny because while she was doing it, I hear her giggling. I'm like, what's so funny? Wait till you see. Wait till you see. That was great. That was great. So, yeah, I'm actually gonna start shutting this down because it's late, and I got some stuff to do still in the house before tomorrow's day starts. We'll start soon, and I haven't even rolled up my second joint yet. It's still sitting there. You know, I'm the epitome of lazy. I want to do like Snoop Dogg and hire someone to roll my spliffs for me. I want to get to that point in life. And when I get to that point in life, no, it's not going to be you. It's not going to be you. I know somebody who could do that, Peggy. I know somebody who can crash that. And they're a follower on my channel. They are Smalls approved. So you never know. You know what they say? Wish for something hard enough, throw it out into the ether. You never know who's listening. Hopefully somebody. I mean, you know what? He has had computer issues. I know that for a fact. I know one day he went live and they showed him naked on live. Do you remember that?
I need a bleach now.
Yeah, I know. He walked in front of the camera and didn't know his camera was live, and he was not dressed. I'm sure Todd remembers that one. That was funny.
It was worse than watching the worst alien movie ever.
Oh, Todd, you do remember that. Oh, man. Yeah, he used to make me laugh too, man. He used to make me laugh. But now I realize I wasn't laughing with him. I was laughing at him. I didn't realize that he wasn't as funny as I thought he was. No. See, in the beginning, you know what I laughed at? I laughed that he randomly wrote a letter to Shoddy, 6ix9ine's manager, when they got arrested and all that RICO shit was going on. He wrote Shoddy a letter in jail asking him to interview him. And I'm like, this dude hasn't spoken to the press. He hasn't spoken to Shade 45. He hasn't spoken to anyone. And you think he's going to fucking... Are you serious? You think that he's going to choose you, a guy with 12,000 subscribers that doesn't even have a name? I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, yo, how much you want to make a bet that I get a celebrity interview before you? And he was like, nah, you won't be able to do that. What did I do, babe? A week later, I had Sinbad.
Yeah.
A week later, I made a phone call. I had Sinbad was in town doing a show. And I was like, yo, I'm going to come through, bro. I came through, and I need a sanitary bath. Hey, man, he's got plenty of sanitary wipes to sell you. You saw that Purell he had under his trench coat?
Do you want to see the picture again?
No, I don't want to keep putting that picture up. I feel bad for them. I feel bad that I did that to you guys. These nightmares that will never be able to go away. I apologize. I'm sorry.
But if the people want it, you got to give the people what they want.
But they don't know what it means. No one knows what it means. That's funny as shit. Oh, man. It gets the people going. That's hilarious, man. You guys are the best. You guys are the reason why I do this, man. I really do appreciate y'all. But I'm gonna end the broadcast. I'll come back on, what's today? Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Going into Thursday?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and shoot for Saturday night. How's that? You guys want to do a Saturday night smoke out?
Well, I won't be here.
I mean, you could tune in from work.
I'll try.
Panda says she'll try and tune in from work. He's delusional. Yo, I appreciate you guys, man. I really do.
Hey, spread the news, share.
Yeah, make sure you share this video, guys.
If you really like it, like it. If you don't, comment.
Yeah, hell yeah. Comment, like. Let's get that algorithm going.
And the top
Peggy,
comment,
I'll try and keep doing this as much as I can. Like I said, I already paid for it for the year. I'm not asking nobody for money. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. Let's do this. How's this? I'm not asking for money, but if you feel like you want to help the channel grow, and promise you, any dollar that comes into this channel, I made this Cash App just for this channel. Anything that comes into this Cash App goes straight to the fucking straight to the channel. I'm not going out buying weed. As you can see, I don't have a problem buying weed. I don't use it to pay my bills. My bills are paid for. Anything that goes into this Cash App will go into the channel. It's money sign Smalls 2G. And I don't care if you send me $1. I don't care if you send me $2. I don't care if you send me $20. I don't care if you share the fucking picture. I don't care if you just put a like on it, man. Put some likes on there. Get me out there. Let people see what fun we have here. Let's have more people. The more the merrier. Let's bring more people in here to have more fun.
this stuff right here is just entertainment.
You want me to leak the picture? Is that what she wants me to leak the picture?
You know what? That's so tempting.
It is tempting.
It really is.
You know what?
I get some gears going.
You know what? I have a mutual friend with Missa. I have no way of getting in touch with Missa herself, but I have a mutual friend with Missa, and I'm gonna send that picture out to Missa, to that person to give to Missa, and you guys can do with it what you want. How's that? Does that work out? Anybody who wants the picture, send me an email to smokingwithsmalls@gmail.com. Smoking SMOKIN with WITH Smalls SMALLZ, all one word, @gmail.com.
It's actually the top pinned comment. It's right.
Oh, that's right. It's the pinned comment right there. That's right. The email is in that pinned comment. If you guys want a copy of that picture, absolutely free. I am not charging for anything. I don't want any money. I don't want nothing. Absolutely free. And believe me, there's more to come. I'm considering making t-shirts. I'm dead serious. And fuck around if I don't make a couple of t-shirts and just give them away for free just so people can wear them. I don't care. I don't want to make no money doing this shit. I just want this dude to know that he can't go around doing what he's doing and just go like he could do that. You can't do that.
Would that fit on a beanie?
Oh, I'll put it on a beanie.
You know, to give you guys an option, a t-shirt or a beanie or both.
I'll put it on a beanie. Cancel Dolly Vision.
But this will take some time. Like, we would have to acquire a Cricut, and we're just not saying now, but like future talk.
You know why you get paranoid? Because you're around the wrong people.
Yeah.
Peggy, come over here, smoke with me and Panda, and I guarantee you have the best experience. First of all, we're fat kids, so we got the best munchies in the world. She's into Nutter Butters. I don't like the peanut butter thing. I told y'all earlier why I don't do the peanut butter thing. I'm not going to say it in front of her because...
I'm chaotic. I don't care.
I'm
if
not
there's
gonna do
maggots, rats, I don't give a shit. It's protein. It tastes good. And it's considered healthy.
Yeah, but Panda also likes to go camping, so, you know.
Yeah.
Mock homelessness. Not me. I like to sleep on a bed.
I'm good.
I like to not have wolves come through my tent and eat me alive, so I'm not going camping no time soon.
I could survive.
If I had an RV, I'll go lamping. I'll go glamping. I'll glamp like a motherfucker. Yup, as long as there's a microwave in there. Nah, it's not the weed that makes you paranoid. It's the people that you're around.
There's also different strains for different people. So one could make you paranoid and the other one could chill you out. It all depends on what you have and where it comes from.
Adria, I'll do that. Send me an email. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Just send me an email and write your name on it, Adria, and I'll send you the picture, and I'll send you a little clip that I got. I got a little clippy clip that I have to edit it first. But I'll send you the picture for sure. And then she said I'll support that, no doubt. So you never know. Santa Claus might be bringing some people some beanies this year. that say cancel Dolly Vision or blowjob Betty or something. I might come up with something. I'm gonna come up with something. Oh, see, sativa's the wrong one for you to get. You need an indica.
Yep.
Sativa makes you want to do shit. I smoked. What was it that I had?
would suggest something in the lines of Purple Punch because that's
Purple
a
Punch is
major
nice.
sativa.
The grease smoky that I got is good too
know,
because it's good for
indica.
pains, body pains. See, I get medicinal weed. The weed that I get is
But-
medicinal.
Honestly, weed isn't for everyone. So if it's just not your thing, it's not your thing.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe-
Like I don't drink.
Maybe herbal tea is your thing.
I like herbal tea.
You know.
Ooh, I like some sleepy time tonight.
Maybe
Lemon zinger.
maybe hallucinogenics is your thing. Like
Oh no, indica's better, man. I don't like sativa. The indica,
there's a thing.
the sativa. I smoked a blunt of sativa. It wasn't even a blunt. I think I had my bowl that day, and I was just packing a bowl because I was home by myself, and I don't know, yo. Like after a while, I was high as fuck, but I didn't feel high. But I was high because I was vacuuming my fucking ceilings. I was like, this shit ain't even dirty. Why am I cleaning this? That shit had me where I couldn't even sit still. It was crazy. It was like smoking drugs, like real drugs. No drugs. Okay, well, we're not here to push drugs on you. I'm an advocate. I'm for herbal life. I'm like Seth Rogen, except I do it for medicinal purposes, you know, or at least I do now, you know.
No, but tea is really good. It's a calming thing. You
Yeah,
know?
tea is good. The herbal tea is real good.
Like loose leaf boiled tea, it's pretty calming.
The way the British do it, that they have to have that little special container.
Yeah.
And it's like leaves, they like potpourri. You just throw it in a container and just soak it. It's the people and absolutely the strain. Okay, well, do I want to get his ass while he's out there acting like a damn fool? Blow hard bobbit. In love with the Hobbit. Oh shit.
Well, there's non-caffeinated teas, which is like chamomile. I wouldn't say.
Oh no!
Earl
Wait.
Grey.
That. Let me ask you a question, Peggy, and please don't take this the wrong way. I'm just curious. Are you a friend of Bill's? I'll wait for an answer because I know it takes a little while for it to come through. But yeah, the question is, are you a friend of Bill's? Oh, you said who? That means you don't know. People who have been through alcohol treatment for being alcoholics. What's it called? AA, Alcohol Anonymous. They say that they're a friend of Bill. And that's because in the beginning of AA, it started with a guy named Bill, and he wanted to stop drinking. I don't know anyone named Bill. No, I know it's just a phrase. It's just a phrase that they say. I'm a friend of Bill. Bill W, I think it is, or something like that. Yeah. That's what people who have gone through AA say to inform other people who have been AA. Adria, why do I feel like you telling me you need it for medicinal purposes? It's like telling me you do it so that other people don't die. That's what it sounds like to me. I need it for medicinal purposes. I do it for the safety of others. You would not like to see me sober all the time. No, that's good. That's good that you have not been to AA. I don't drink either. And let me tell you something. I used to drink, and not heavily, but here and there. And when I was running with the bike club, I realized I started drinking a lot more. And I always promised myself that I would never drink and drive. And there was one day in particular that I had a couple of beers. And I mean, when I say a couple, I mean like a 6-pack. And then I was with the club, and we rode out of the bar. And it's like when the club says we're leaving, you're leaving. There's no wait for me, guys. No, none of that. If you're ready to, if you the president of your club is ready to leave, and you're not ready, you better get fucking ready, because they roll out in a team. It's not, I'll catch up with you guys. None of that. We all came together. We all leave together. And I had a couple of beers, and I thought we were going to be there longer than what we were. So me and my brother, may he rest in peace, Clay, were knocking him back, man. He was drinking his Rolling Rock, which was his favorite, and I was drinking my Corona Premiers, knocking him back. And then all of a sudden, it's like, "Hey guys, we're out." And I was like, "Oh shit, oh fuck." And I jumped on my bike, and I felt myself. I was like, I put the key in, and I started the bike, and I was like, "Let's get it together, guys. Come on, let's go. I can do this." And I rode. I'm not gonna say I was drunk, but I was definitely tipsy. And when we got to where we were going, I fucking thanked my lucky stars. I do it to get the stuff off the streets. No doubt, Adrian. No doubt. That's why I do it. I do it so that kids don't get it. Take it away from them and smoke it myself. Hey, give me that. You don't need to be doing this. Not good for you. Oh, man. Two of my sisters were alcoholics. Oh, so then okay, so that's why you said you don't do caffeine. Alcoholics don't do alcohol and they don't do caffeine. Alcoholics will not do drugs at all, and caffeine is considered a drug. So that's I came across somebody like that recently. He was a retired retired alcoholic, or should I say recovering alcoholic. And he I remember he was telling me something like he had a headache, and I tried to give him a Tylenol, and he looked at me like I was handing him crack and shit. I was like, "Yo, it's just a fucking Tylenol." He's like, "That's a gateway." I was like, "A gateway to what? Less headaches? What the fuck is wrong with you?" But no, they have a problem. It's a very problem thing. She has a cabinet dedicated to tea, only caffeinated and decaffeinated. That's what's up. I'm not a Mormon. I know. Hey man, listen, Mormons have multiple wives. That's a thing for them. You go to Utah, you never know who you're talking to. She might be married to 4 guys. Oh, well, one guy has 4 wives.
That comment's for the tea cabinet.
Oh yeah. Panda makes this tea for me. I'm not a big tea guy. I'm a coffee drinker. But she tried to teach me the benefits of tea and calming and stuff like that, because being a coffee drinker, I'm always like, ah. So she got me into sleepy time tea, but she mixes it with lemon zinger and she puts honey in there. Oh my God, that is deliciousness. That is heaven in a cup right there. Mormons don't drink alcohol. Hey, you know what? Neither do Amish people. I lived with Amish people in Pennsylvania for a couple of years, and let me tell you, those fuckers, they don't drink coffee, they don't drink beer, they don't take pills. They get sick and they do their own thing. They got their own fucking concoctions and shit, like witch doctors and shit. Mm-hmm. But they smoke their motherfucking asses off, and they know how to throw a fucking party, bro. Them people party like I never seen people party before in my life. With no electricity, man. I'm the same way. Adrian. In the morning, if you call me in the phone and I haven't had my cup of coffee yet, I am the crankiest, moodiest motherfucker. I am bad. You know what's really bad? If you catch me and I'm hungry. Right, babe? When I'm hungry, you do not want to be my friend. I don't want to be nobody's friend when I'm hungry. Unless you got food, don't even talk to me. They were. And she's such a bear. Yeah, you are such a bear about it. Yeah, they were. They were drinking coffee. Yeah, that's true. And yeah, that is true about Utah. There's nothing but people like that out there. It's crazy. I'm so bad. My sister, may she rest in peace. I lost my sister 5 years ago. In 2017, I lost my sister, and she used to say that she would get hangry. She's like, "I'm hangry right now. Don't talk to me. You got food? If you ain't got food, don't talk to me." Yeah, you know what? The Amish, they don't really do the moonshine and grain alcohol. They really, because they're very hardworking people. So anything that hinders their work day, they don't do it.
It's disgraceful.
You get shunned out of the community for that. Amish people are. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's crazy because to them that's their normal, but to someone who's never heard of it, it's crazy. They get a time when they're like 15 years old where they get time away from the community to see if you want to continue being Amish or if you want to live English. They call it Rumspringer. And during that week, those kids get hooked on heroin. They go fucking nuts because they get introduced to the English world and they've never dealt with cars. They've never seen TV before. They've never done any drugs before. And all of a sudden there's heroin and meth and cocaine. And they're like, oh my God, I want to try it all. And because their people allow them to experience the English world, they think it's okay. So they go out and they try all these drugs, and then they end up getting hooked on the drugs, and then they come back to the fucking community, and the community shuns them because they're fucking dope fiends. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I seen it with my own eyes, man. I lived in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania Dutch. I have a son with a chick who's Pennsylvania Dutch, and I'm gonna tell you what, it's crazy. Their lifestyle is crazy. Her young son died. Parents and four. Ouch. That's horrible. My sister's husband died. Man, that's horrible, man. Oh, that's horrible. I lost my grandmother in February of 17, and then I lost my sister in May of 17, and then I lost just before that in December of 16, I lost one of my best friends. Like, I used to call him my brother too. We grew up together in the same building back home in New York. I lost him. And then right after my sister died, his brother died, which was another one of my, like, I've lost so many friends in the past 5 years, man. It's crucial. And it's not just friends. It's people who I grew up with, like day ones, and family members that I was really close with. I was extremely close with my grandmother because I was raised by my grandmother. So to me, she was my mother and my father. So when she passed, it crushed me, man. I turned into a totally different person. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I'll tell you that for sure. Because now when I wake up in the morning and I do my due diligence during the day, every time I'm met with a question about something I'm doing, I think about what would my grandmother say if I did this, or what would my sister do in this situation, or my brother Clay. You know what I'm saying? Amish have secret society. They do. They absolutely do, Adria. They absolutely do. Secret societies. You ever seen? I don't know. I don't remember the name of the show. I think it was Amish Mafia or some shit like that. It was filmed in Lancaster County, and that was when I was out there. And they have a guy on the show. He was they called him Schwartz Amish, which is German for Black Amish. He was a black kid who was adopted into an Amish family and was raised Amish. He speaks Pennsylvania Dutch, Amish, and everything. And me and that kid were actually pretty cool. His name was Alan Byler. But because he was not your typical Amish, they looked at him like an outsider, even though he was raised Amish with an Amish family and his name is in the Amish book and everything. And he was the one that was throwing all the parties and shit. And that dude was no joke. He was no joke on the show, and in real life, he was no joke. Like, I had a run-in with him because of my son's mother, and he was not a game. He was not a joke. He had motherfuckers with guns and all that shit behind him and all that. Invite only, yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true. I know if your dad told you that, he's absolutely right. Those parties are invite only, and you can obviously Amish people don't like you to take pictures of them because they feel that if you take a picture of them, you're stealing their soul with the camera, and that is actually in the Bible and like in their book and everything. The way they raise their kids, they don't do nothing electric. They don't do none of that stuff, and yeah, man, that's a very real thing. The Amish Mafia TV show is the closest thing that I've seen to real Amish life. Besides that other show where it's like what's it called, Escaping Amish or whatever.
Yeah.
The people that are in the Amish people are also like very protective of their women. So, for instance, if a woman is Amish and she decides that she no longer wants to be a part of the Amish church and wants to leave, they won't let her. They'll hold her hostage because she's an Amish woman and she must remain an Amish woman. They're very, very strict and very possessive. And that's why that show became real popular, Escaping Amish. People were like helping other people escape the Amish lifestyle. Yeah, I've seen those all pimped out with stereo systems and stuff. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I've seen those. I went to when I was living out there, they had it was kind of like a car show, but it was all Amish buggies. And it was real cool. They had radios, fucking turn signals on them things. One guy had a little mini bar in the back, like you could open the thing up and it had like upside down water bottles and you could squirt yourself make yourself a little mixed drink and shit. It was fucking cool, man. Yeah, Australian Aborigines, and you know what else too? In some places in the Amazon in South America, they have pygmies and stuff that still live without social behavior. That they have never met civilization. They still live the way they did back in the fucking when the people first created people or whatever. They still live like cavemen and shit. And if they come across somebody and they pull out a camera, oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. There was a plane that crashed off the coast of South America, and it was like a part of South America that was uninhabited, or they thought was uninhabited. Turns out it was inhabited, and it was inhabited by cannibals. And the people that survived the plane crash made it to this little remote area, and they're like, "Oh my God, we're safe." And then, boop, now you're being eaten. Instead of dying in a plane crash, you died by the hands of somebody who was hungry. Yeah, it's true. Once you're an Amish wife, you're an Amish wife for life. That's it. It's a done deal for you. You're just Amish for life. There's no escaping that. And that's what that show is all about. They it's like saving people from a cult. That's what they make it seem like. But honestly, to tell you the truth, if you're raised that way, then you're raised that way. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you should definitely have a choice of how you live your life. But if you don't know any other life, then how you gonna know what you're missing? Like, if all I know in my life is darkness because I live on the other side of the moon, and then all of a sudden one day someone says, "Oh man, you got to come to the light and see what the light is like." I'm like, "What light? I have what? What are you talking about? What is this light you speak of?" You wouldn't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, there was a famous guy who was eaten by cannibals, and he was on that plane. As a matter of fact, that is the story I'm talking about. He was eaten by cannibals, or it could have been that. What?
There was a reporter that was actually taken to the island.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that too.
He tried escaping from the natives, and
they caught him and they ate him. Yeah,
they ate him
yeah. There was a reporter too that was doing a story on these people, and he went in there to film them, and I guess he had what he thought was clearance. Michael Rockefeller, was that it? Was it Rockefeller that was eaten by cannibals? We're gonna have to look into that. See, this is where we need Lance, man, the Chubby Nigga Network. He would have been on that shit. I got you. Google. He's good with them Googles, man. I'm not good with the Googles. Not everything is Googleable. But yeah, so yeah, Michael Rockefeller. You should look that up, babe. Michael Rockefeller. I've never, I don't remember hearing that name, but I did hear about the reporter that went to go do a report on the Aboriginal or the Pygmy people of the Amazon, and he ended up being kidnapped and held for ransom, as if they needed money because they don't go by the monetary system. But he was kidnapped and apparently held for ransom, and then after that they killed him and ate him because that's what they do. That's just
drifting for some time in early November 19th, 1961. Rockefeller said it was Oh, this is just giving me a section of it.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I think there are only 3 tribes like that exist in existence. Wouldn't be on Amish wife because I like my electricity, but only better because how you raise exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. If you don't know what electricity is, you don't miss it. Because I tell you what.
Well,
Oh,
that's a rumor.
that's a rumor. We're gonna say that's a rumor. That's not. I mean,
It is
I've never.
said, quote unquote, that the Rock likes to eat human hearts.
They made him. Oh. Fishing Up a Storm said they made him eat brains to live. Is that the? Are you talking about Rockefeller? Or are you talking about the reporter that I'm talking about? I remember something like that too. They made him eat brains. I don't know. They don't have it anymore. But when I was a kid, there was these movies called Faces of Death, and they talked about stuff like that. It was like, oh, the CNN reporter. Yes, thank you, Fishing. Thank you. Yes, one of the old school members of the channel. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate you. Yeah, it was a CNN reporter. I knew it. I knew it was something like that. I might as well roll this fucker up because you guys ain't letting me go to sleep tonight. So,
But for Michael Rockefeller, he actually died drowning, though there were rumors that he was kidnapped and kept prisoner.
oh, but he died drowning technically.
Yeah.
Okay, so there were rumors. It was rumors that he was taken away. Um, yeah, the island is forbidden. You know who talks about it a lot? Shout out to Joe Rogan, man. I love that. Joe Rogan's podcast is the truth, yo. He had what's his name? Aoki? Steve Aoki on there? Is that the guy who was like looking for the dinosaurs and shit in the
I believe so.
and this guy told a story on his show that he had never told before where he went into the fucking Amazon as an 18-year-old kid just because he could. He was already on the street homeless. Huh?
With a stranger.
Yeah, with a stranger. He went with a stranger into the fucking Amazon, and then the dude, I guess that he was with, started tripping out and acting like he was losing his mind and shit. And Aoki actually was like, "Yeah, I had a rock over his head, and I was gonna crush his head. And the only reason I didn't is because I thought about it. Once I leave here and go back to civilization, am I gonna be able to live with the fact that I killed a man because he was driving me crazy?" And then he said that a couple of days later, he realized that the pygmies that they were looking for were in the trees the whole time watching him. So they would have fucking seen him. They probably saw him standing over this guy with a fucking huge rock like Piggy from Lord of the Flies. And they were like, this fucking crazy ass Chinese kid is gonna kill this white boy. Let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I pictured him hanging out in the trees eating popcorn and shit, waiting to see what's happening. Oh man. I took a nap. I spent the day at the hospital. My back went out. Oh shit. Yeah, Fishing, when you get to that age, you can slip a disc fixing your hair and shit. It's like out of left field. That shit, I tell you what, it's horrible. I know what that feels like, man.
My hand cramps.
Lord knows
my hair.
anything. Yeah, Panda has rheumatoid arthritis in her hands. So whatever. It's some kind of fucked up thing with your hands, and when the weather changes, so does your grip on reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's no joke, man. And the worst part of having surgery too. Oh, and this is something you need to know, Adria, before you go and do yourself the surgery that you're talking about fusing your spine. If you live in a cold weather climate, don't do it because those screws in your back during that cold weather climate is gonna fuck you up. That is some serious pain. Oh, you have MS. Oh man. My sister-in-law has MS, man. That shit is no joke. No, she has lupus. She has lupus. MS is no joke though, man. That's oh shit. I'm sorry to hear that. Mm-mm. That's a pain I don't want ever.
Yeah, I've heard rumors of that.
I've heard
Like,
rumors that Ellen does what baby placentas. Remember Buddha Mike used to say that shit all the
Yeah.
time? Ellen eats baby placentas and stuff like that to stay young. I know that when Christopher Reeve, may he rest in peace, got hurt on his when he fell off the horse and he hurt his back, they were doing stem cell research to try and get him to get feeling in his body again. And the government is definitely good for that, you know, fucking playing God and trying new things and experimenting with people. I should have just put more weed in this. This shit look like a fucking toothpick. I'm disappointed in myself. Don't hold me to this, guys. Oh shit. I'm sorry, fishing. Oh man, that sucks. And once it's in your spine, oh the pain. That shit causes what is it? Scoliosis. That's something you do not want. That's a pain you do not want, man. Scoliosis. That shit is your back gets all twisted and you end up with a hump and that's not cool. That's
Yeah.
not cool. I'm so sorry to hear that. Lucky that it's ruled out, Adria, because that is a curse you don't want to live with. I have family members that have MS, and that shit is no joke, man. Listen, I know that there's a lot of things they say about celebrities. And take it from somebody who knows a few celebrities and have had these conversations with them and stuff like that. They are definitely into some freaky shit, and they definitely do have their little meetings, like the skull and bones and shit like that. They have their little societies and shit that they deal with. But the only thing that I know for sure when it comes to celebrities and these special societies is you never want to get drunk at a Puff Daddy party, because Puffy will get you. He do some shit. I've heard that Puffy will do some shit.
Your butt.
Mm-hmm. Puffy likes to tickle people's buttholes and shit.
And do the woo.
Get you with the woosah. That's exactly what it's like, Adria. That's exactly what it's like. I live in Florida only because of my surgery. Because just before my surgery, we were planning on moving to Colorado. And the day that we ended up moving out of my own apartment that caught on fire, we were going to drive to Colorado, and instead we drove to a different part of Florida and settled in. And I heard that day it snowed 4 feet. 4 feet of snow fell where we were going.
Yeah.
And we didn't even have winter coats. Remember, babe? I was like, oh, fuck. I had winter coats, but she's been in Florida longer than me, so she didn't have anything. I was like, well.
I left it all in storage.
I was like, I could give you this. I mean, we're going to have to stop and buy some Columbia boots or something.
Yes, shopping. Like, I don't need an excuse, but.
My family is transplanted Yankees living all in Central Florida. Are you in Central Florida now, Adria? Lady Gaga definitely has something going on. That bitch wore a meat dress. She definitely got some shit going on.
She definitely attended to some, like, cults.
Peggy, you want to hear something crazy about Hurricane Ian? What Hurricane Ian did to me? Hurricane Ian, the eye of the storm literally went over our house, and we were completely untouched. 3 blocks away, there were people being evacuated because they had 5 feet of water in their house. 3 blocks away. And my house was completely untouched. After the hurricane left, yeah, no doubt, he's definitely on a deal. After the hurricane passed, That's when I lost my internet, and I lost my internet for what, 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, it was torture.
It was horrible. We had no internet for like 3 or 4 days, and it was like being a fucking caveman again. I was reading. I was like, reading. Who does this?
Well, I got to caught up on some like
I got caught
spooky
up.
stuff.
I got caught up on my NCIS.
Yeah, you did.
I got caught up. I got to finish watching How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, you did. I worked
Yeah, and I had to work
and I slept.
a lot.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, the hurricane was like a little vacation for us. Panda got 4 days off of work.
Uh-huh.
We kind of just sat in the house being lazy. Yeah, we kind of just sat in the house being lazy.
It's always good to embrace laziness every once in a while.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Makes you appreciate it.
You know, your body needs rest.
Yeah, but Ian was some shit. Where my mom lives in Naples, Florida, and her parking lot was completely flooded. I saw it on the news. I literally saw my mom's house on the news, and it freaked me out. I'm at the Georgia to Florida. Oh, that's not you're not too far from us. You're like not far from Jacksonville. She said she's at the Florida Georgia line. That's a great group, by the way. Or it was until they broke up.
Yeah.
Georgia, Florida, Georgia line. That was a great group. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I saw one of my friends who's a YouTuber who lives in Southwest Florida over in Fort Myers. He did a video in a little john boat, and he's literally riding down the street in a little john boat, looking at the houses, and the water was. I mean, the driveways are up, right? So the driveways are up, and the water was still 2 feet above the garage door open. Like it was ridiculous how much water was. It was ridiculous. And I was at home watching the news. I was at home watching the news, and I think we were watching Fox News, and they were talking about the fire department in Naples, and I was like, oh shit, my mom lives across the street from that. And as soon as I said that, the cameraman happened to pan, and I saw my mom's parking lot of her where her building is, and it was at least 4 feet of water in there. I was like, oh shit. That's where my aunt lived too, is in Naples. Yeah, I have my mom lives in Naples, and my aunt lives in Naples. I lived in Fort Myers, North Fort Myers, and my bike club was based out of Cape Coral. But we also had a chapter in Naples that was called Collier. So we used to go I used to go to Naples almost twice a week on my bike. It's like a 45-minute ride. And nobody likes to ride on the highway on a motorcycle. On a sport bike, it's no problem because you're doing 110, you don't realize. But you're on a fucking cruiser and you pass 65 and you're like, bugs flying in your fucking face and shit. Yeah, it's not cool. So I used to ride through Fort Myers Beach to go to Naples. And it was a nice little ride, man. It was nice. I'll go straight down Cleveland Avenue. Ends up being 41, and you end up right there in the Naples Beach. And my mom lives right there near the beach and stuff, so I was able to go see her and stuff. Yeah, I used to do that trip a lot. I spent a lot of time on the bike on that side of the town. Now I'm in Central Florida. I'm close to the Sanford area, Leesburg. My family is in Ocala. Okay, wait, Ocala, Bradenton, Naples, Sun City, Dover, and Plant City. Plant City is over by Tampa. Here, babe. Ocala is closer to like Leesburg area. Bradenton is up by Spring Hill. I have friends that lives up in Bradenton. Naples is down towards the Gulf Coast. It's the bottom of the Gulf Coast. It's right before the Everglades, before you get on the road to get to Miami.
It's more like he should wear a helmet.
I should wear a helmet. I made a promise to my mother that I would wear a helmet if I was going on the highway. My answer to that is I don't go on the highway. I'm
you
not
have helmets.
I have helmets. I have several. Look, I got helmets right here. Look. That's my carbon fiber helmet. DOT approved. This is the helmet that matches my bike, my little beanie that I wear on occasion when I want to look cute. I got my brother's, may he rest in peace. I got his baseball helmet that he wears backwards as a baseball cap. That's dope as fuck. I'm gonna sand this down and draw my name on it and make it look real nice. It's gonna look badass. But yeah, I got helmets. I just don't wear them. I usually hang them off the side of my bike, make them look, especially that white one that matches my bike. I hang that off the side of my bike, and it just looks cool hanging there. Fuck, I just dropped my fucking embers. God damn it.
Oh, how unfortunate.
I know.
Man.
I know. But yeah, I wear a helmet on occasion. I don't like to wear a helmet. I think it takes away from the ride. I know. I have a radio on my bike too, so my radio is loud. It's a 600-watt radio for 2 little 4-inch speakers, and it's Bluetooth, so I can answer my phone and shit when I'm on my bike talking to you and all that, and I can listen to my music and stuff and whatever. But my brothers, my actual brothers, they wear helmets and they have Bluetooths in the helmet so they can talk to each other while they're riding. I don't want to talk to people when I'm riding. That's why my bike only has 1 seat. I don't do the communicating while I'm riding. If I can't communicate with hand gestures, and there's hand gestures for everything. Like, this means I want to stop and get a drink. You know, this means I saw a cop and you point to where the cop is. You know, there's hand signals for everything. And I spent most of my childhood in Florida, but moved to Georgia for a full scholarship. Hello, that's what I'm talking about. College. That would make me move too. I was looking at moving to North Carolina. Like, I like the North Carolina area. I spent me and Panda went up to go see one of my boys, my day ones in Fayetteville, and it was really nice. If you have less feeling in your left hand, you need to wear a helmet. Well, I mean, if I would expect more that I need to wear gloves than a helmet.
Yeah, I do concur.
I know you do concur. Whatever, man. Thank you, Peggy. I appreciate your concern. I know that when my aunt sees this tomorrow, she's gonna feel the same way. I don't wear a helmet. I don't like to wear a helmet. I feel it takes away from the experience. I'm not saying I don't wear it. I wear it from time to time. I prefer not to wear a helmet. It's just, I feel more comfortable without it. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me for that.
Consistency is key.
Consistency is key. I know. I take it with me whenever I leave. In case I'm going to jump on the highway or something. I want to keep my promise to my mom. So if I get on the highway, I wear the helmet for sure. But I try not to get on the highway too much. I don't do the highway too much. My dad was a doctor and my sis was an emergency nurse. You know, I have a very good friend who was a doctor in an emergency room, and he told me they call motorcyclists organ donors. And he told me that years and years and years ago. And I've been riding for a long time, but I just recently got my motorcycle license to ride legit. And when I got my license, the guy asked me if I wanted to fill out an organ donor card, and I kind of chuckled a little, but I did. So maybe one day where he talks while he's riding with his military brothers. My son's at 24. He's a war vet. Oh, shit. I hear that shit.
Why, thank you.
I hear that shit.
Service.
Thank you. Thank him for the service. My son is in the Army. He's 23. He's actually going to be 24 coming up now. And I feel the same way, man. I'm so glad that we're out of there. Oh, Nary's in North Carolina. Yeah, what part of North Carolina are you in? What city or whatever? or close to what's. I don't know my way around too bad. I know Fayetteville.
What's the closest landmark?
Yeah, what's the landmark? How close are you to the water?
That's what I want to know.
I'm not too familiar with North Carolina. We drove through it, but she was driving and I was sleeping. So
I got to look at all the pretty shiny things.
I remember seeing Welcome to Georgia, and then I blinked, and then it was like south of the border, and then I blinked, and then it was like, oh, we're here. That's the beauty of being a talent. So you don't got to do none of the hard stuff. I don't do none of that stuff.
No, but that car was cool to drive. I
Yeah,
may have accelerated to keep with the flow of traffic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Keep with the flow of traffic.
Yeah.
I knew it was a problem. I rented the car, and what I originally wanted was like a Chrysler 200 or something like that.
What they gave us was a go-kart.
But when I got up there to the rental place to go pick up the car, the dude showed me a Honda Civic, and that shit was sexy as fuck.
Yeah.
And I looked at Panda, and her eyes gleamed a little, and I was like, "Yo, I'll take it." And when she got in that car, first of all, I had to drive it home, so I drove it home. But when she got in that car to drive it, the smile on her face, bro, from ear to ear, I have never seen someone smile that hard before. Job security, you're right. That's exactly it. My son is he's in the Army and he works on the flight line. So I'm really worried about that because Lake Norman about an hour from Charlotte. See? Okay, now that makes sense. Charlotte. I know Charlotte. Lake Norman, I have no fucking clue.
That's pretty cool landmark.
That's a cool landmark. Charlotte is a good landmark. My boy was not far from Fort Bragg. Was that where we were? Fort Bragg? It was close to Fort.
It was
saw
near
signs
there.
for that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing signs for that. He likes to play with explosives. He is searching for ID. Oh shit.
Wow. Big job.
Oh shit.
Wow.
That boy is dangerous. See,
So-
what scares me about my son is that he works on a flight line, and anybody who's seen any war movies, the first thing they attack is the fucking flight line. Right? Every war movie.
And he loves it.
Yeah, he loves it. He fucking loves it. He's playing G.I. Joe. I'm playing Call of Duty, and this motherfucker's G.I. Joe. I can't believe it. I tried to go to the Army too when I was like 17, but I'm blind in my left eye and they wouldn't take me. But I tried to join too. I respect all of our servicemen and women and everything that they do.
I respect all of my service people.
We're allowed to live free because they fight for that freedom. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everything they do. My brother, may he rest in peace, Clay, who passed away, he was a chief in the Navy. Yeah, it's a good story. Yeah, Joe Rogan isn't a racist. Let me tell you something. Joe Rogan, someone made a video of Joe Rogan using one word repeatedly. Now, in my everyday life, I use this word repeatedly because it's the way I talk. I'm from New York, and that's the way I talk. This nigga, my nigga, what's up, my nigga? You good, my nigga? You all right? You straight, my nigga? Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same way that if you took me and took all that word and spliced them all together, then it would seem like that's all I say, and in a derogatory way. Joe Rogan made a comment about someone else saying the word, and they blew it out of proportion, and it was taken out of context, and they tried to cancel him. But just like you can't cancel Dave Chappelle from comedy, you can't cancel Joe Rogan from podcasting. He's the king of podcasts. Absolutely. You can definitely profile by the type of ID. Certain factions use different triggers or sensors or even the explosive material. Hell yeah. Even down to the phones that they use to trip them. You know, that you can, certain people only use Samsungs or Ericssons is what they have out there, you know? That's a very specific way of doing things. Everybody has a very specific way of doing things. and it's easy to profile someone. But my son is like I said, he's in the middle of it. When I was oh shit, when I was gonna join the army, they asked me what I wanted to do. See, the way it is you take the ASVAB test, which is the placement test, basically.
And then they give you options in that range.
Right. Well, that's what I was reading the comment that Peggy said. Um, first of all, Joe Rogan is not stupid. He would not go into the middle of, like, say, for instance, Harlem or Chicago and say it's like Planet of the Apes. That's ridiculous. And even if that was to happen, there's no way to distinguish whether he meant as in calling black people apes, or if he meant that they were as reckless as apes. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everything is a racist. I mean, not every white person is racist. And if you think about it, there are more black people who are racist than white people, because there's a whole religion, the Muslim religion, that shows that the white man is the devil. The devil has blonde hair and blue eyes. That's racism, my man. Just because they did it to you first don't make it right. Two wrongs don't make a right. You know, everyone's entitled to their opinions. And the only time that opinions become hindrance is when they become public. You know, it's fucked up. Some people were just raised different. Look, like I said, I'm born and raised in New York. I was in New York until I was 30 some odd years old, living in the same neighborhood, doing the same damn thing with the same damn people. And when I moved out and I came down here to Florida, and when I say I'm in Florida, I mean Trump country, where as you're driving, you see nothing but Biden flags, Biden, 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 and all of a sudden Trump, 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 Trump. It was fucking ridiculous the way it happened. And now I'm meeting people out here who are from here, and they're just raised all sorts of different. Like, we don't have nothing like the Redneck Yacht Club in New York, but we know we got the Fever, which is the same damn thing, just a different form of it. People getting together to chill and get drunk and have fun. We used to do that, chill, get together, have fun. We just called it something different. Everyone's raised different. And unfortunately, because the South is the South, they were raised with the whole rebel attitude. The South will rise again and blah, 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 blah. You know, and I say blah, blah, blah only because I've been hearing it so much, I'm fucking tired of it. But it's just the way they were raised. It's their form of motivation. You cannot judge someone by the way they were raised, just like you cannot judge them by their choice of religion. At least they have faith in something. There are people in this world who are faithless. They have no faith in anything. You know what I'm saying? At least they found something they can agree with, and they decided to focus on that. But it like I said, it is what it is. It's all about where you're raised. Everyone's raised different, man. You can't judge somebody like that. That's like saying, oh, you don't wear shoes? But you know what? I've been to Hawaii, and I've walked through the streets of Honolulu and seen people walking bare fucking foot. Barefoot. I'm from New York, man. We wear Timberlands. There's glass everywhere. And these motherfuckers is walking barefoot. No calluses on their feet. None. I'm like, how? How is that possible? Why do these people do this? Because that's the way they were raised. They're Samoans. That's what they do. You can't knock them for that. At least they're in touch with their roots. How many people you know are still in touch with their roots? Like, you know personally, that know about their history besides yourself. Because if you're here, you have to have some kind of good head. You know what I'm saying? I don't exactly broadcast to the stupid. So, I mean, everyone's different. Everyone's different. If you're raised a certain way, you're raised a certain way. He was going to the military to make explosives and protect us from mom. Oh, man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Adrian, that's what's up. I'm proud of your son myself. That's what's up. I found out my son was in the Army when he was already in Korea. And I didn't even know. And then when he told me he was in the Army and I got to speak to him and I got his view of why he joined the Army and everything, he made my hair stand up. I was so proud of him. So very proud of him. And to this day, I'm very, very proud of him. Everything he does. I don't, claim to know everything in life, but from what I know, I'm still very proud of him. I love him to death. And I hope he knows that. Anything he needs, he's more than welcome to call me at any time. But when I found out he was in the Army, that shit brought a tear to my eye because he didn't know me when he was a kid, and he didn't know anything about me. Yeah, I was in Manhattan on 9/11. I was 2 blocks from the World Trade Center on 9/11. I was on the corner of Wall Street and Water Street. And if you look at the map, it is exactly 1 block catty corner from the World Trade Center. I was right on the corner. When the first plane hit, I heard it. And when the second plane hit, I saw it. And that was the last thing I saw. Everything else went black. It was crazy. It was total anarchy. I don't talk about it. I try not to talk about it because I get emotional and shit. Yeah, Panda's Puerto Rican and Irish, so I understand that Irish crazy mix. And I have a daughter with a Filipino and a German, so I understand the German crazy Filipino mix. And I once drove a Cherokee. And that traction was crazy. Oh, shit. Yeah, it did. It did hit me like a ton of bricks, man. It did. I don't like I said, I don't like to talk about it because I get like flashbacks and stuff, and I don't like it. Let's just say that to this day I don't like to hear kids cry. I freak out when the baby's crying. I freak out when women cry. I don't like to talk about it. I'm sorry. You're very little as in tall, or you're very little part of Cherokee? Because if you're a very little Cherokee, that's more like a Wrangler Sport. No, I joke. I keyed. Yeah, I got some good friends that are Native American, and I hate to use that term, but I have some really good friends that are Native American, and I've been to powwows and stuff. I try and get in touch with my roots. Me being a Puerto Rican man, I had to. My lungs are. My asthma got way worse since that, and I'm like Todd, man. I need a nebulizer all the time, and I have medications and shit that I have to take for my lungs. I have sleep apnea now, which is I never really had before. Yeah, I got all sorts of stuff going on, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm funny. That's kind of my job. Thank you. I would bow more, but I have this huge belly blocking me. I like to be told I'm funny. That means I'm doing something right. I try. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. The powwow. I've been to some real cool powwows, man. Like where people dress up and they do the whole shit. I love that. Yeah, thank you, Adria. I will change subject. I'm sorry. I've been to some cool powwows, man. Like they do native. I listen to Native American music when I go to sleep sometimes at night. If you type in Taino music, it's the music that my tribe listened to, and they made and stuff like that. It's really dope, man. It's really dope. It's good to get in touch with your. My dad's relatives came up from Louisiana, the Trail of Tears. Wow, that's crazy. See, it's good to know about your past. I did the. I didn't do it. My son's mother did the Ancestry 23andMe for my son, and he came up 63% Ivory Coast, which is Africa, and she's German. So she's German and French. So I guess that would have been me. That my half or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to learn how to reel in her Puerto Rican. She's crazy. She's all sorts of crazy, man. What scares me the most about Panda is she's always very calm. She's almost like Drake, monotone, just calm. And even when she's calm like that and she's mad at you, she's killed you in her head 4 times already. Like that shit is
no.
that shit is creepy, yo. And nothing scares me more than one of her favorite pastimes. She listens to moms that killed their families on fucking
No, that's just
what's that
one
shit?
podcast.
Whatever. You listen to that shit. That
I
makes me
like
feel like you're
murder
taking notes and
mystery.
shit. I don't know. I'd be
I
scared.
like true crime, murder mystery.
Yeah, I like it to be somebody else's mystery.
First 48, those podcasts where it's like
How to get away with fucking murder. That's what it is.
that's a good book.
That's what translates to me. That's what translates.
That's a book in a show.
Translates to me that I need to watch my back because she can kill me and nobody would know. That's why I do these videos and I go,
For real.
if anything ever happens to me, it was Panda. If I died of natural causes, it was Panda. Trust me.
Brought to you by entertainment.
Yeah, it's just jokes, guys. Just jokes.
Uh-huh.
Nah, man.
Bye.
I kid. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this damn live for an hour. You guys are horrible. I love you, but it's horrible. This is what we do here, by the way. If you guys are new to the channel, this is what we do. We start on one topic, and then we light a spliff, and then it trails off to another topic, and then we light another spliff, and it trails off to another topic, and then I just read off the comments, and you guys talk your shit, and I follow up with it, and I love every minute of it because it's Wednesday night, and I'm not bored, and I'm not alone, and Panda's still awake, wearing her Panda Snuggie that she didn't even show you guys.
No.
She doesn't like to be on camera. Panda, at one point in this channel, we said that if we got to 1,000 subscribers, that she would show her face. And I was trying to get 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'm scared of her, yo. The calm does scare me. She said, I just bust out laughing about her killing you. Yes, she's that type of person, yo. If she's just staring at you, believe me, in her mind, she's wiping your blood off her hands. Trust me, I know this woman better than anyone else in this world. And I guarantee you, I don't know everything. She's low-key a loon. That's why I'm scared to put her on the live. I might be on America's Most Wanted one day. Like, he's been harboring a criminal all these years.
No, I haven't seen that movie yet, but it's on my wish list.
You know what? I might watch it tonight. Is it a movie? It's a documentary, isn't it? Like a couple of episodes.
Basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it in there. I'm gonna check it. Yeah, she's all about that shit. I do more conspiracy stuff. Like I like to listen to on Spotify. There's a couple of conspiracy website like documentaries and shit that I do. And Joe Rogan, I watch him when he's talking about like UFOs and stuff. Because you guys can't listen. I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna leave it at this, and we're just gonna leave this, and we'll come on live Saturday night, and we'll finish this discussion. There's the most selfish thing in the world to think that when you look up and you see all those millions of stars, and knowing that each one of those stars has planets around it, some of them in the green zone, it is the most selfish thing to think that we're the only life that fucking exists. That's ridiculous. Anybody who thinks that is a fucking moron. I'm sorry if you're that person, but that's just the way I feel about it. There's no way that there's that many stars and that much planets and that much shit floating around up there that we're the only ones. I seriously doubt that. And put that shit in writing. When they come to fucking take over our planet and mine us for our shit, I'm going to be on their side because I knew they existed and you guys are going to be sheeple. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Well, I'm woke. I'm woke.
Yeah. Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's fun. I feel the same way. Oh my God, we're going to get to that one case. So she shows herself. Uh-oh. All right, guys, that's it. Adria did it. That's it. It's a wrap. We have to get to 1K so Panda shows herself. It's a real movie, just like the Ted Bundy that Zac Efron is in. I haven't seen that one either, the Ted Bundy one.
Yeah, that one's interesting.
I know that you said that since the 90s you've been into I've seen some shit too. I'm not gonna say UFOs, but I've seen some questionable shit. Because I've lived in some areas away from the city where there's no light in this and all you see is darkness up there. And stars don't fucking move.
I have some stories too, but not just paranormal. Also,
We're not the only
sightings.
ones. Thank you. Thank you.
We
I agree.
aren't the only ones.
I agree. We are not the only ones.
And there's some out there that might want. They're like evil.
The same way Peggy said she's been into the conspiracy since 1990. My thing growing up, I was infatuated with La Cosa Nostra, the Italian mob, the mobsters, and all that. I used to go to the library, and trust me, I'm not the library type. I don't know if you can tell that by looking at me, but I'm not the library type. I used to sit in the library for hours researching the Genovese family, the Bolanos, Lucky Luciano, Beanie Siegel, Meyer Lansky, Albert Anastasia. Like I went through each and every one of those books with a fine tooth comb. And I didn't do it because I was writing a paper or doing homework for it. I did it for pleasure. Like my friends were out getting high and drinking and throwing parties and trying to fuck bitches and finger bang chicks. And I'm in the library reading up on Albert Anastasia and why it was that Scarface ended up in Chicago when he was in Brooklyn and things like that. I'm gonna look him up, Adria. I'm definitely down with that. Yeah, I was obsessed with UFOs too, but I like the whole conspiracy things. Like I don't know if you guys heard, there's like full-grown mansions in the Amazon that the Amazon has engulfed because people from France and stuff moved down to the Amazon and built these extravagant buildings and houses and mansions for them to live in. And then they couldn't fight the fucking foliage of the Amazon. And the Amazon just engulfed their house. So it's like you're walking through the Amazon and it's like tree, tree, tree. Oh shit, a mansion. Tree, tree. Like it's just fucking crazy, yo. It's just crazy. They have that on they have that shit on Joe Rogan's shit. If you look on Joe Rogan's podcast and on Joe Rogan's channel and look for him talking about Victorian buildings in the Amazon, it was just random fucking beautiful houses that looked like the grass just took over. It's like they just couldn't fight the foliage. It was like the fucking forest was so dense with the fucking leaves and they just couldn't do nothing about it. And they just lost everything. Oh, I think I just got a message. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Oh shit! All right, guys, we're gonna have to stop this. I understand. I've seen all sorts of things that are questionable. I'm not gonna say UFOs, but I've seen a lot of questionable shit, and I don't know. I even started looking into time travel and shit like that because of I've seen shit too. Like there's a video of a Tyson fight where someone had an iPhone in the audience, and it was like before iPhones, before people had cell phones and shit.
And you can't even say like it was a calculator because what was that even?
Yeah, right. That you're filming. What are you filming? What cameras? Back then, the cameras looked like this. Like we had those. You remember the big?
No one in that time is like
The fucking Marty McFly's. You know the Marty McFly video camera that had the JVC. Everybody had one of those back in the 80s, yo. But they definitely did not look like fucking cell phones. Not at all. Not at all.
We'll talk more Saturday night.
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
Try to make an appearance.
Absolutely. We'll definitely talk UFOs on Saturday night. UFOs and conspiracy theories. I'll leave it in open discussion and everybody just bring what you got to the table. We'll just bullshit. Yes. I'm telling you this. There's some foliage you just cannot fight. And you know how hard, I mean, look at how hard it is to get weeds out of your yard. Imagine a whole fucking forest of weeds, and you
Right.
grow something, you build something, and you tear these trees down, and you clear off a space, for instance, like this, and you build yourself a house. And by the time you're done building the first floor of the house, you already got those fucking trees back over you. Now you gotta take time to stop and cut them down again. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, guys, but we're gonna have to cut this one off, man, because I said we was only gonna be on an hour and a half, and it's 2.5 hours and still going.
Yeah,
And I'll be here all night. You guys are amazing. I love this. I'll be here all night. I would love to do this all the time. But yeah, if you guys want to see what Panda looks like, yeah, hell yeah.
Over 1,000.
Yes, yes. There's a what's the channel, babe? Why the Y Files? Look it up on
Yeah.
YouTube. Y Files. It's a guy that used to do a TV show, and then I guess he lost his TV show, and now he just has a YouTube channel, and he talks about all sorts of conspiracy theories. He talks about the Project High Jump, Admiral Byrd that Buddha Mike is always talking about. He has the whole story on one of his, and they're like 20-minute long, 30-minute long videos. But it's full of a lot of knowledge, man. You get a lot of knowledge in that shit. Right, babe?
Yeah.
The Wild Files with Hecklefish. Shout out to Wild Files and Hecklefish. I love that channel. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll leave it at that, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. If, like I said, if you do want to help out in any way, whatever, smash that like button, leave a comment, let the algorithm show that this channel's alive. We're not just four people getting together bullshitting. And let's try and get up to 1,000 so we can see what Panda looks like.
Oh wait.
Frida B just came back. Oh no.
Hey!
Oh shit, she was partying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No way.
I hope you had a good time.
Hold on.
Panda's here. Panda's actually sitting in with me, but she doesn't like to be on the camera, so she's the voice on the side today. She's like, hey. I actually talked about you, Free. I was just talking about you. We was talking about you when I first started the live. Much love, much love. Yeah, yeah, Free. If you want to come up, I'll leave it open for you to come up for a little bit. Unless you're too smashed. We don't want to put that out there like that. You don't want you smashed. No, don't be sorry, sweetie. Not at all. It's all good. It's all good. I was just telling them I'm coming back Saturday night. I'm gonna do. I had some issues this week. Panda got a blowout in the truck, and it cost me a couple of $100, and we had some financial strain this week. But we're gonna.
But if you rewatch the video, you'll get all caught up.
Yeah. Just rewind and catch. Yeah, you'll catch up. You'll catch up. But
Be kind and rewind.
Be kind and rewind. The Blockbuster motto. We'll charge you $50 if you don't rewind. Yes, thank you, Adria. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. Guys, I'm gonna leave it at that because I am beat and I'm thirsty as fuck. You'd be surprised how thirsty this is just sitting here talking shit. I feel like I've been on stage for 2 hours.
I'll tell you how much I love you guys. I let you guys eat up all of my chore time. That's how much I love you guys. I'd rather be hanging out with you guys than doing my chores.
She said I will rewind for sure. Yeah, we hit a lot of topics tonight. We hit a lot of topics tonight. Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Todd is high as fuck right now. I bet Todd is one of those people that found a way to turn his asthma machine into a bong. And he's just doing nebulizer treatments and bong rips at the same time.
No, that means he just went ahead and Amazon shipped him another machine.
Yeah, I'll be on Saturday night. Free. I'm gonna come back Saturday night. I'm thinking 9 o'clock maybe, between 9 and 10. I'll try. I don't want to go on too early because I know that Jimmy be on and all that. Hey, Free, you want to see this picture? Free, look at this picture. Wait. Where's it at? Where's it at? Look. I found a picture of Jimmy selling his crack. I mean, all his stuff that he needs to, keep clean and stuff, because you can't be that dirty and not try and keep other people clean. All right. But if you guys want a copy of that picture, the email is smokingwithsmalls@gmail.com. I'm giving them away for free. No tricks. I'm not charging. We're not doing none of that. Everything you get on this channel is free. Free. I was also talking about trying to make some beanies. I'm thinking about you're a mod for Mrs., so I had to come by and show some love. No doubt. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me see if I can give me a second. Let's see what I can do here. Where my shit at? Where my shit at?
I mean, you could have played the song while you were doing.
Oh yeah, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. Merry Christmas, y'all.
There you go.
Merry-
Welcome to the team.
Merry Christmas, y'all. Nary, Peggy, Adria. Merry Christmas. Don't worry, I don't take wrenches away. If I gave it to you, it's yours.
The only way a wrench would be removed
As if you
is
do
if
something
you
reckless.
abuse your
Yeah.
power.
Don't abuse the power.
Don't be a bully. Extinguish the bullies.
Yes, with great power comes great responsibility.
Because this is a no drama zone.
Thank you. Damn, see? I don't even need to be here. I don't even need to be the talent. When you got IT this good, you don't even need to be the talent. Yo, I appreciate you guys, though. I really do. I'm going to get out of here because you guys are going to have me up all night, and I can't do it with y'all tonight. I'm too tired, man. We've had a rough couple of days. But I will be here Saturday night. I'm thinking between 9 and 10. I'll even set my Alexa to give me a warning so I don't forget. And I will jump on here and get live with y'all again. Until that night, guys, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Make sure y'all don't forget, kindness is just as infectious as being bad to people. If you be good to people, nothing bad could come of you. Everything good will come back to you. Karma is a real thing, guys. Oh, I bet you I'm going to be sick tomorrow. No, you can avoid that, Free. Get yourself a lot of hydration. Water, Pedialyte. That's what you need right now.
Rondo.
Brando. It has electrolytes. Oh, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
You too.
Be safe out here in these YouTube streets. And watch out for those trolls. They're horrible.